No, I
live
mean
right
it's
now. I know some people aren't
Oh,
here yet, but it's almost 9 o'clock, so I'm just gonna start it.
yeah.
wait.
Let's say you want something transported, in real life, right? You want to overnight something instead of ground shipping. You charge like 5 times as much money, and it gets there overnight. People do that with important stuff
Mhm.
all the time. Hey, I need this physical thing there overnight. Get it there, fly it, put it on a plane, get it there. Sure, got it. That's what we would do. And we are the only persons with those kinds of powers. I mean, the other way is that they have what a Parax messenger or someone who might have a Cloud Ray or something,
Mhm.
but they're not hiring themselves out. They're not freighting stuff overnight. We have um a giant Boeing 747 type thing, compared to their little Cessnas.
Well, I guess Long is not gonna be here tonight.
Yeah, Long's not gonna be here tonight.
Hmm. Well, we can spend more time on our trip, um, Joe.
Yeah, that's fine.
We can clear all that stuff out, Ninja, if you want. Smaller group, like everybody's late, so
Okay, so Long can't make it because he's going to a wedding dinner, but he did give us
yep.
pretty copious notes about what he wants to do, so I can basically quickly run over what he's done, which is constructing a lot of buildings. He's making a druidic lodge, a big guild hall where everybody can gather. It's got a dining hall where everybody can sit at a big long table and eat and drink and tell tales. So that's going to be like a good sort of
Okay.
meeting area.
So
I
his
think that's gonna be
guild
part of the
hall,
fort.
it's gonna be part of the fort. Um, so I'm gonna build the keep around his lodge. His lodge is gonna be, I'm sorry, his garden, the grove is gonna be the central point of the keep. We're gonna build everything around his lodge and the garden. Okay. In his garden, he is going to plant the first of the everlasting seed, whatever it is, to
Mhm.
build the oasis, and we are going to have an oasis in the middle of the keep in the courtyard.
So he had 125 gold to invest in construction, which he
Like
used
a
to
well.
start the building of the guild hall, Morg's Druidic Lodge. He needs to hire 5 skilled workers and 3 unskilled. It'll cost 276 ceramic pieces per year. He's got the
Well,
Spirit Lodge Chapel inside of that, along with a Druidic Grove Garden. And the construction time is 60 days, with an additional 30 days to do the rooms inside. So we're looking at about 90 days until the completion of all of those things. So he goes out and he finds people to start building it, and he's going to be traveling all around here, improving the plant growth of all of the wild plants growing all around and spreading seeds from place to place, trying to green the environment, and interacting with the people to see if he can find other like-minded druids that can come and work with him at the Spirit Lodge, the Druidic Grove, or the Guild Hall itself.
mm-hmm.
A bunch of hermits,
Yeah,
desert hermits coming from everywhere.
so that
and
keeps
he's
him
going
busy.
to, and he's going to improve the area around the fort as well, in
Yep,
different directions.
And he's going to
that's
create
cool.
an oasis there using the everlasting seed.
Mm-hmm.
So there'll be a fresh water source. That's good.
One thing I was thinking too is, while if we end up with a like the flying ship, we could do all animals and birds and stuff like that spread seeds around the place.
Yeah.
We could do the same thing with the ship as we go.
For sure.
Try to regrow the vegetation all around the place.
If we find a place that has like vegetation, natural vegetation, we could improve it by dropping a seed there and
Yeah.
growing an oasis down.
We're full blown ecologists. You got the
I
green
don't
town.
want to get into the details of the fort too bad. Just more so this is what we're gonna do. You know, I'll put it on the sheet and we can hash all that out this week. Because I wanna build the columns to automatically be decided. You know, or give you where you just say, all right, now I'm gonna roll this and tell you what you're gonna make off of that.
All right.
I'll talk about ninja for ninja.
Yeah. My cat is so annoying today.
Oh yeah. I'm placing some figurines around in the arena. These are all the gladiators that you know and love. Rikus and Neva, the main ones, but then the lower gladiators. You got T'Chadril, you've got Lisanne and Canla that fight over T'Chadril because he's so handsome. You got a motley crew of others like Gregor, Quick Wenzer, Urgos, Half Giant, the Arena Beastmaster, Babungus. Just a variety of gladiators, and they're training in the gladiatorial stadium here. After the events of New Year's, everybody was so excited that they've redoubled their efforts to put on a really good show for the people. And they also have been doing a lot of training. And Long isn't here, but his character Morg did have a background as a gladiator. And I was going to give him the option to train with the gladiators. And many of these gladiators each have a specialty, and if you devote a certain amount of downtime and make a whole bunch of rolls, you can acquire their special techniques from the gladiatorial arena. And so it's sort of like a little mini game where you pick a gladiator to train under, and you make all the rolls to see if you can develop a sub-skill from the Grit and Glory book. And if you do, then you get a cool feature specific to that gladiator. And you can get more than one, because you do have a lot of downtime. So I'm going to run over all that with Long when he's done with the wedding stuff, and he has some time to work on it. So that's going to be what Morg does in the background. He hangs out at the stadium when he's not traveling around doing his druid thing. I imagine Joe would like to do some stadium things as well, now that I've mentioned it.
So Taurus.
Yeah.
This is Grimhorn talking to Taurus.
He's coming soon. Go ahead.
So since everybody seemed to not be so interested, would you like to help me maybe so we can go and find this big ruby that they've stolen from the temple?
Oh, there's another ruby?
Yeah, when we came back,
Oh,
the temple...
hold on. I go, I say, what? I didn't steal no ruby.
Yeah, but this one was given to the temple by another cleric of power.
Oh, not my ruby. I mean, no ruby. I would have taken. Yeah. Yeah. I'd like gems. I helped you save a gem.
Yeah, let's go in that in the old district of the black market and see if we can find those those thieves. And we got that description from the one, huh? Ninja with the red top.
Yeah, he had a red top knot. Shaved head except for hair coming straight out of the top in a braid that goes down his back, a long braid of bright red hair.
So we'll walk to the black market area where the elves were tend to hang out.
All right. You travel to the marketplace and you begin to investigate around. Sia's not here yet, but I'm going to say that Sol goes with you.
Okay.
We got his figurine somewhere around here. Where's that? Orin, here's Sol.
Yeah, he's with his wife.
Yeah, I'll definitely go help you with all this stuff. This is part of that. We're going to other things, right?
I'm taking Will with you as well. All right, so Sol, Orin, Taurus, and Grimorn, they travel to the Elven Marketplace, where there have been rumors that some new gang has rolled in, beat up the elves, and driven them out of town. All right, so you go to investigate. After a bit of an investigation around town, you hear that you should talk to a particular dwarf.
Oh, yeah.
He's got an inn, and it's up the street. And after traveling a little ways, you're going to arrive at this dwarf's house.
Well, I'm gonna activate a tattoo of this guy's self, so I'm not.
You're not yourself.
Yeah, I'm not recognizable as Gremorn, you know, since we have statues of our characters now in the city.
Well, how do I hide?
But you can.
Arslan the dwarf, an old
Hold on.
innkeeper in a
got
rundown
it.
inn.
I'm pretty sure I just got one of those too.
And I'm sure that Oren and Saul has ways to disguise themselves, both of them. Like being a
Saul-
bard in a row.
Sol is going to help you with the investigate. And he rolled pretty well. And Oren also investigated. And Oren actually had a 19. Now,
Ooh, and he has a big plus two on top of that.
Oren heard rumors about murder,
Here.
a murder that happened just recently.
Okay, I'm here.
Ah, you're here.
Murder?
Good.
Oh, I got a tattoo of this guy's self as well. I will use mine.
Ringsite, there's a little
Boom.
outing where the party is traveling to investigate a stolen ruby. Do you want to follow with them?
So what does the ruby do?
It's a fire ruby. It's holy and sacred.
It's fire.
Yes.
Sure.
Okay. You are there.
Here, this is my disguise ninja.
Like Taro,
Gremor the poor peasant.
one thing you missed earlier, just a little while ago, is Grimorn is going to be working towards building a airship. Right? So I kind of mentioned that part to you with the air docks.
You told me.
What he is going to do.
No, let's keep on doing the quest, and we can talk about that later.
I was back briefing real quick.
We can role play all this stuff, Joe.
We are going to build a airline industry and do like shipping.
Yeah, but we're retconning stuff right now. You know?
That's a different story. So, anyways, let's go.
A
Alright.
murder, you say?
Oren,
murder.
Oren hears that there was a murder recently.
Who was the victim of the murder?
And Sol is going to say, I have a contact here in town. Let's ask him.
What do I disguise as? What do we disguise as?
I don't know. I'm Gremorn the peasant, the poor peasant over here.
So you arrive at the inn of Arslan the dwarf. Sol is going to whisper to the party, he's a member of the Veiled Alliance.
Always so discreet.
Okay, so you introduce yourself to Arslan the dwarf, and the dwarf, after a brief discussion with Sol, tells you what he knows. He's going to tell you that the murder didn't happen too far from his shop here. The Templars have already investigated and taken whatever evidence there was. It was a woman. She was running terrified through the streets, and she was murdered by a cloaked figure who didn't even seem to rob her. He just struck her down in the street. It was very interesting, and the Templars haven't really revealed much information about it, but many of us shopkeepers in the area are quite curious, and the Veiled Alliance in particular would like to know what the situation really is about.
Any idea who the woman was?
No. We'd really like to know, though.
Is it possible that they killed her because she's seen something that she wasn't supposed to?
It's possible, says the old dwarf.
And have you heard of that the new gang that has been taking over the streets around here? I'm sure if you live around there, you probably noticed something.
Something's definitely up in the streets. The elves have vacated the place, and there have been strange cloaked figures moving around doing things in the night. There's been a lot of activity. People have seen them moving south from here, although it's unknown where they go.
Any tunnels or any secret passage that might be in the area?
Tyr is riddled with old tunnels and basements. There's the sewer system. Any number of hiding places could possibly hold this gang. It's quite unknown. I will tell you, though, if you'd like to find out what this woman was doing, We need to get the evidence that the Templars have. And you might be able to do that.
Yeah.
But I would suggest you work with a woman named Faina that I know. She can help you. She lives a little southeast of my inn.
Faina, is she a Templar or just someone of the area?
She's a capable woman. She's able to get into places she's not meant to go, if you know what I mean.
Well, we'll talk to the Templars. They, I'm sure we'll get a little bit of information from them. But one maybe last question: have you seen a man with a red top around the areas, or heard of someone of that description?
No, red top knot. No.
It's a bit unfamiliar, no, around here. But
It-
someone mentioned that that's the person that they've noticed coming out of the Temple of Fire when they stole something from us.
That would be unusual. You don't see a lot of red hair.
Yeah. Okay, but thank you very much for the information. We'll go after those leads that you've given us.
So, 2 new locations, Templar HQ and Faina's place. Where do you go?
We're gonna go see the Templars first.
You travel to Templar HQ.
Wait, hello?
Hey,
Hello.
welcome.
Oh, Thea's here.
Yeah. I got food too.
Hey, Tara, did you want to come with us? By the way, we didn't ask. But
You said yes. You said yes.
Okay.
I
We'll go
invited
to-
him on his behalf.
We'll go to the Templar HQ.
All right.
And we'll talk. I'll
Omen with me.
okay. We're
Sure.
gonna ask for
You still
The
gotta go
guards?
get Omen.
Is it possible to see who's in charge of investigation around here?
Okay. You go ask the Templars about investigation. You're introduced to a Templar named Griffin. Or Griffens. Griphens. Griffens.
Is he showing any signs of the Red Temple, the Fire Temple?
He is not a Red Cloak. No, he is a regular old Templar, and dressed as they traditionally did. When you approach Griffins, he says, I am the commander here at the post currently. What's your question? You want to know about investigations?
Yeah, not long ago there was a woman that was killed for that seemed to have no good reason for in the old health district.
Ah, yes. The report. He digs around in a desk until he withdraws a clay tablet with a bunch of markings on it. He stares at it intently for a moment, and then he says, yes, the report. The report says she had no belongings, and there were no clues left by the killer, so the investigation was closed until more information comes to our attention.
Could you describe the woman? Did she have any marks, tattoos? Maybe sign that she was kept in restraints or abused or anything?
She had the look of a traveler. Possibly a
From
beggar.
here.
Few belongings. Simply the clothing on her back.
Any signs on her body? Tattoos, marks that could indicate maybe where she came from?
Nothing.
Absolutely nothing.
At least it's not indicated in the report.
Who was the Templar that found the body at first?
One of the lesser Templars, a green recruit.
And no one was interrogated on site to see if they were witness?
The locals were questioned. There's a nearby inn with an old dwarf, I believe. It says they interviewed him
Yeah.
and several other merchants on the street.
But nothing. That was done during the daytime or at night?
All of the reports were that there was a cloaked man, unidentifiable.
Have you heard of a man with a red top knot roaming the streets of the city?
Red
By
top
any
knot,
chance?
you say? Yes,
Yeah.
in my reports there have been a number of criminal reports Various merchants reported that they had very, very rare and valuable artifacts and items stolen from their possession. Most of the items matched a description, some sort of urn. One of them had an urn that produced water, another had an urn that maintained the freshness of fruits and vegetables. Another had one that stored the soul of a dead relative. It was just a variety of urns, and every last one of them was stolen. Some violently, others not so, taken in the night while a person was unaware, but in all cases where somebody was witnessed in the theft, they all either were cloaked or had a reddish hairstyle.
And do you think it was that?
I was just asking, are you doing a murder mystery?
Yep.
Oh,
Oh,
he's on to us.
I'm intrigued now.
It is also a theft investigation. A red ruby was stolen from the fire temple that is involved in this.
Well, that is the reason that we're asking all these questions. We're trying to retrieve it, and maybe, actually, the items that were stolen, were they stolen by people of importance in the city?
From people of importance? No.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, some of them were from nobles, obviously, yes.
Yeah.
People that had the means and the wealth to acquire rare items.
Well, maybe we'll be able to retrieve some of the other items if we find that culprit.
Most of them were merchants, though. It was like within the
Okay.
market district here, mostly.
Okay. Do you have any maybe a direction? We would be interested in helping with solving this problem.
We have little to go on unless you want to patrol the market district and catch them in the act.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. We should go to the tavern and get rumors.
Well, let's go talk to that woman
All right.
that we yeah. Let's thank you for all the information.
Oh, I disguised myself as a dumb half giant.
You want to go and take a look in the merchant streets while we talk to this woman?
Whatever you want, boss.
It's up to you. You're the smart one.
I'm not the smart one. I just said I disguised myself as the dumb one.
Say that out loud.
Well, let's go talk to let's go talk to the woman ninja.
All right. You travel to Faina's house. You get to her house, and she is initially not very interested. She's quite rude, but as soon as you mention Arslan the dwarf, she's a little more receptive. Now, Faina is a half-elf, and she's dressed in some very, very loose but attractive clothing. She's got some long auburn hair and brown eyes, and she's a little more friendly and receptive after she knows you were sent by Arslan, and she says, I owe that old dwarf a favor or two. What do you want?
We are hunting a thief, and maybe trying to solve the mystery of a murder of a woman not so long ago in the streets.
Ah, yes.
Doesn't seem like many people have seen what happened.
It's terrible that murderers stalk the streets of Tyr, killing women. She shudders a little bit, thinking that the same fate might befall her.
Do you have any idea, anything you can tell us about what you've heard and what you might have seen?
Describe what was stolen.
We don't know. Well, for us, we were stolen a magical ruby from the Temple of Fire was stolen from us by a man with a red top knot on his head. And it seems like everything is pointing towards this district.
Quickly, the backstory on that. The Fire Temple was in possession of an artifact known as the Fire Ruby, a legendary elemental gem. It was donated by Solzak of Fume, a fire temple, midway between Nibene and Gulg. The mad cleric Solzak warned not to unleash the spirit, for it is quite full of rage and would burn the city. Recently, the Fire Ruby was stolen. The only clue is a guard said he might have seen someone with a shaved head except for a reddish top knot, but he was a little unsure. It was quick.
Isn't that the thing he trapped the genie in?
Nope.
Hmm.
That genie's already. Is,
Let's see.
do you know anyone that might be looking or trying to sell some expensive magical trinkets?
She'll tell you she knows a few people that deal in stolen goods. She'll ask a few questions for you if you like.
Yeah, we need some help to figure out what is going on. We need to figure out also what is going on with this gang here that has been pushing the healths all over the district.
Oh yeah, this unknown gang's really been making moves on the streets here. Word is they've sent the elves packing, and many thieves are kind of scared to operate, thinking that this other gang is trying to take over the whole territory.
Wait, they sent the elves packing? I like these guys.
Yep.
What do you think? What do you think these that woman was killed for? If she had nothing on her,
I'd love to find out.
I've talked to the Templars and they said that they found nothing on her. No marks, no tattoos, no signs of where she came from.
Interesting.
I don't really trust those Templars. I'd love to find out for myself. She says, maybe we can help each other. You want information that the Templars might have, and you could help me with a situation that I've got. What do you say? Would you like to help each other out?
What is the information? What do you want us to do? First, I'm not gonna agree to whatever.
She owes a debt. She needs your help to clear her debt. And if you do that for her, then she's going to infiltrate the headquarters of the Templars and see if they're telling the truth.
How much are we talking about?
Her debt? It's 100 gold.
100 gold?
100 gold?
That's not a small debt. It's an arm and a leg what you're asking for.
Not ceramic pieces, gold?
I'm not
Damn.
I'm not asking you to pay my debt. I'm asking you to help me clear my debt.
Just burn them all.
How do you?
Just kill them all. We did it before in the bar.
We'll purify the problem.
Yeah.
I'm sure if you use your head, there are ways to do it without losing a coin.
And what is?
Since I'm still here, explain to me why you are in debt.
That's a lot of debt. Like, that's a lot.
I think he's hinting at what he wants you to do. We can do it without using coin.
I owed a lot of money to certain people, and I had to pay it quickly if I wanted to keep my kneecaps. You understand, right?
Yeah, but why did you owe it in the first place?
Gambling debts.
Yeah, see.
How did you gamble so much that you
How do you get
gold short? How did you even get that much to begin with?
Well, I find things here and there, and I sell them for a good price to people I know. It earns me a fair living.
Really?
Really?
I tell, I whisper at Grimoire's ear, and I tell him, or I'm sorry, Sia. I whisper in Sia's ear, and I say, because I'm acting. Just remember, I'm acting dumb in front of her. But this would be a good person to know for getting rid of some of our magic items.
Wait, if you're a really good actor.
I'm not gonna say this to her, but you should say it. That we should help her clear deck on condition that she work for us. Cough, cough, hit, hit. Wink, wink.
Cough, cough, hint.
Are you talking about prostitution?
No!
Very inappropriate.
When you say work for us,
Yeah, I thought we should help her clear her debt on the point that she tells us that stuff and then continues to work for us in the future.
She'll tell you her debt is owed to Master Akar. He owns a building to the west along the road and then north of the market district.
Have we heard that name before?
Nope.
We can go and take a look.
All right.
But yes.
Leaving
yes, we'll help
Faina's
you
house, you travel west. Oh, sorry.
under the condition that you work for us in the future.
You going to make an actual roll on that one?
That's a roll? Okay. Gotcha.
Persuasion.
With guidance.
He's gonna like tap me on the shoulder. You got this. I was always confused by what guidance does. It's just like increased luck. Is that a bit like lore what it does?
It's an inspiration from
I imagine
From God.
Grimorn is like your hype man in a rap group. Like he's just in the background, like you on fire, get it, you on fire.
Yep.
More fire, yeah.
The
Once in a while-
gods grant you their guidance somehow.
Once in a while, I walk in front of you and I make a weird face to the other person.
Ugh.
Yep.
21.
All right. Success.
Hey.
You had a D4 to that?
So Faina
Nope,
is a 6th level rogue. She's a pretty good cat burglar. She's got
Roll a
the
D4.
thief subclass.
A road, you say?
Yeah.
It was actually
22.
I'd like to make a request to her.
Is she convinced?
Yeah, 21's good. But you have to accomplish the mission. You have to get her debts cleared before she'll do anything.
All right.
Okay, so you guys travel down the street. North of the market district, you find a rather large building. It looks like a lesser noble possibly lives here. But out front, there's a big burly guard. And he's going to stop you, and he's going to say, "You there, halt! State your business."
We're here to talk to your master.
Master Akar?
Yes.
No, Master Judo.
Very well. I shall see if he is available. And he steps up into the house. Moments later, he returns and he says, "Follow me, please." And he leads you to a room just inside a big, lavish hallway with a lot of statues and paintings on the walls, and into a side chamber through some big wooden double doors with some fancy carvings on the surface of the door. You go into a big room with a large meeting table and lots of windows letting light into the room. And you meet with Master Akar, who's dressed in some fancy silk clothing. He looks like he's quite wealthy. He's got a lot of rings and necklaces and things on. And he's going to introduce himself and ask what your business is.
We are here before you regarding some debts that are home to you. Let's see if there's a way to erase these debts.
Do you mention Faina?
Yeah.
Ah, Faina! Sweet girl. She asked for quite a lot of money. She's paid back some of it. Really, you want to clear her debt? Generous of you. Do you intend to pay it? 100 gold?
Did she just borrow money from you?
Indeed.
I can offer services of a different kind.
In exchange of gold.
Services. I do require something. I doubt what you have in mind is it.
Let us see.
What are you looking for?
Well, nice of you to ask. I know who you are. I've seen you before. You are well known throughout Tyr. You have political influence. You know some of the noble houses. You have even had audience with King Tithian himself.
Will you be able to wait a statue?
I am a mere merchant lord. I do not have the political connections. Many of my rivals were able to finagle themselves into the council, and I was not, and so perhaps you could help me on a matter where I lack the leverage to accomplish my goals. For you see, there's a man. His name is Boric. He oversees the mines. Perhaps you could bring this proposal to him and twist his arm a little bit to accept it. I'm sure with your influence, he would agree to my terms. Whereas if I were to deliver it myself, being of lesser status than him, he might turn me down, and I would have no way to twist him to my will. But you, with all of your connections, I'm sure you could find a way to convince the good Master Boric, to accept and agree. And if you accomplish this task, it would be worth much more to me than Faina's debts, and I would gladly ignore her debt. Her debt would be cleared in my eyes.
And what you're requesting is reasonable, or not?
What do I know about this Bjork fellow?
He's the overseer of the mines.
Yeah, we spoke to him last week.
They deal in gems, they deal in iron.
And what is your request? I want to know if it's something that is realistic or not.
It is. A simple business proposal.
And what is it?
Not specified.
You're not, but you want us to sell that to him.
You don't really have to know much about it. You just have to use your connections to twist his arm. If he's being disagreeable.
You're gonna need to be more specific.
Yeah, I didn't generate any specifics, so you don't get them.
Frick. DM magic. Protecting his thoughts.
Is it a reasonable offer, or?
Yeah, I already said it is.
Oh, okay. We could potentially try to talk to him. We actually were speaking with him last week.
All right, well, he's quite happy to hear about it, and he looks forward to getting his agreement.
Well, you better put this on writing somehow, because we don't want to do all this work, get you the connection and everything, and you're not respecting your part of the bargain.
Oh, it's in writing. He's got a written scroll in a scroll case that he was holding in his hand as he explained it.
He means like our deal in writing.
Yeah, the one about forgetting the debt for the lady.
All right. He does some scribbles on a page that nobody in your party can read, and he says, "There it is."
Yeah. If we're not satisfied, this place can burn down by accident.
Oops. Sure. All right. Next step. You travel to Boric, the mine overseer.
Screwing us over like that would probably not be in his best interest, since he just confessed that we have, like, all of the influence.
You never know. So we'll go to the city-state, I guess.
All right.
Here.
You travel to the office of the Templars. You go into the mining department, and you find Boric. He's the overseer of the Templars in charge of the mines and the defense of the mines and various other mine-related things. And I suppose you present the proposal for him to read?
Yes.
All right.
We need a favor.
He reads the proposal and he says, Carr wants something from my mine. His terms are not too disagreeable. All right, somebody has to roll a persuasion. Give it your best shot.
Hey, am I there?
Yes.
Hey.
Yeah, this is my cue.
And you get guidance.
He does the same thing again. Yeah. You got this. Yeah.
Persuasion anyway.
Massaging your shoulders. Come on, man. You got this.
grabs the metaphorical camera. He got it.
Yeah.
Hey, what's your persuasion score?
A plus 14.
All right, you beat me.
What's yours?
9.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. You can roll persuasion rolls when I'm not there.
You can be my
17.
understudy
Okay.
is not something I consider a compliment.
My bad.
So Soul convinces him over the course of several minutes that you have enough connections that you can make sure that the deals that he wants are going to go through and everything is going to be beneficial to him. And you can help him in other ways if he helps you here and yada, yada, yada. So eventually, Boric says, fine, fine, fine. I will agree to Akar's proposal. And he writes his own return letter to take back to Akar, and he seals it with a big blob of melted wax and his house sigil that he imprints into the letter. And he hands it off to you, and he says, this will be beneficial for all of us involved, I believe. I am happy you came to visit. Remember me in the future whenever you need mine-related dealings.
That was a really good yap session.
Absolutely.
Okay. So,
Go back.
are you what?
Are we still within Tyr's borders?
Of course.
We are in here. We're trying
Here's
to
border-
finish.
Before we go back to the car, I want to go to Korganard really quick.
We're not going to Akar. We're staying inside a tier. We've never left a tier in all this.
I
Tears
know, I know.
borders. Go ahead. Sorry.
Before we go back to the guy we talked to before, I want to go see Korganard.
Okay. You travel to Korganard.
With the letter.
Yeah.
Can he read?
Korganard can read.
Can he read while this letter is still inside?
He can't read it without opening it, no.
If I use Arcane Eye, can I see what's in it and just transcribe it?
Nah, there's not enough space to read it.
That was all I had.
If you break the seal, it will invalidate his noble wax seal.
Yeah, it's none of our business anyway.
Didn't Taurus want to start a mine or something?
Yeah, Taurus already talked to the guy last week. And we did the paperwork and all that, I think. We got the approval.
I'm cautious about this, but okay.
All right. You return to Master Akar, and Master Akar is overjoyed that his trade is going to be vastly improved. So then he will sign off on the agreement that he would pay off Faina's debts. He says, 100 gold, paid off in full. Take this to Faina and tell her she owes me nothing. I hope you are well served by her in whatever business you had with her.
Hey, what was that market thing for?
What do you mean?
What was this deal about?
Well, you're trying to get information from
No,
the
I'm
Templars.
I'm asking him again just in case he can tell us now.
I mean, it's just going to improve his business. It's like a better trade negotiation.
I don't know. I'm sorry if I'm lingering on this, but it feels like a trap.
So, do you return to Faina next?
Yes.
All right, you return to Faina and you tell her debts are paid, and she is quite happy. And she says, well, I guess I'm with you guys now. I'm gonna have to tell some people that I'm maybe not working with them anymore, so I can't join you immediately, but I'll be around. And this business, it'll have to wait until tonight. I do my best work at night. So, If you guys want to wait, you can probably hang out with old Arslan the dwarf, and I'll meet you in a few hours.
Hours. Okay.
I'm okay.
Before that happens, I want to make my request.
Yeah.
I would like to see her heart in the.
I took that literal for like 3 seconds.
You trying to scan her brain?
Yes.
Her surface thoughts are that she's really happy she doesn't owe that money to those knee breakers. You dig deeper and she's distracted and doesn't notice that you're digging into her mind. In the depths of her mind, she says, I hope these guys pay better than my last guild of thieves. I feel like the Thieves Guild is going to get defeated by these new assholes that rolled into town, and I don't want to be any part of it.
Any particularly evil thoughts tumbling around in here?
No, mostly self-serving. Anything that will keep her out of danger and make her richer, that's what she's into. She's also thinking a lot about how she's going to... How this is like easy money because she already had a key to the Templar storerooms and she knows the secret knock to get in.
All right, then. That's done.
Do you go to the inn and
I'll
wait for
send
3
her a
hours?
quick- Yes.
We can hang out in that area, but I'll disguise myself and stay kind of incognito on the streets.
All right, keeping an
Just to
eye
see
out.
Yeah, just to try to figure out, like, to see how the streets are at night, you know, if there's some weird...
Batman?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah, I'm perching in the top of a roof.
You're the same.
Like a gargoyle.
I am the fire.
I'm looking
I
at
am the
you.
sun when the darkness comes out. Just starts going on a creep.
Yeah.
Okay.
That said, I'm gonna shoot her a message spell, and basically say I have I have my own special proposition to be made later.
I don't know why, but when you said I shoot, I was really scared.
For frick's sake, I am not a murderer.
first, you want her
She responds, I am not a hooker.
She doesn't sleep with chicken men, you know?
Isn't it more like a pterodactyl?
That was not the offer.
Different kind of proposition.
What are your kinks, ringside?
Extinguishing flames.
Are you bondage?
Oh shit!
Wouldn't that be kind of on brand for water? I can see Windred.
He said extinguishing flames. He said...
Okay, so 3 hours later, Faina returns. And she digs into her bag and she's going to retrieve a letter. She says, I found this in the storehouse, but more importantly, while I was sneaking into the headquarters, I overheard a conversation.
Have you? Like, between Templars?
There was a Templar and a man with a red topknot and a strange accent, and I overheard them. It seemed like this Templar was planning to deceive the other Templars, and the red-haired men were talking about setting an ambush to kill them all. This is kind of big news. It was really shocking, and I ran back as soon as I heard it.
Did you hear the location and the time?
It seemed like they were preparing to do it soon.
Show us that envelope. Are you able to tell us what's in the
Okay.
in that envelope that you retrieved?
You receive a dead woman's note. I put it in the Discord. It reads, a monstrous enemy calling himself the Lord Warrior has come to Tyr to find something. Beware the Lord Warrior and his agents. He slaughtered our people in search of something he called the Urn of Utaki. His assassins all have red hair and strange accents. They've been asking around and threatening anyone who deals in magic items.
Oh no,
What?
I'm screwed.
Yeah.
What? You got all that shit in the vault, don't you?
Well, we have to find that place where this ambush might be happening and stop this from happening as well.
I mean, we can stop an ambush, but are we doing this with words or our old-fashioned way?
The old-fashioned way.
Hey!
Oh, I like old fashioned.
The way we've been doing things for like years now.
Yeah, we only talk to people that are crispy.
Oh.
That has so many different meanings.
I just want to use this new hammer I got.
Oh yeah, you do. You are Thor now.
I always like hammers. But now I got a big hammer. Look at this hammer, though. Yeah, I always think I smashed his melons.
He pulls out his hammer collection, like out of his like comically large book bag.
Did she
I have a belt, a weapon master belt. I'm like, I'm pull it out. I'm like, strapped to my back. Like, I got the spear. I got a Rostos hammer, but now I got the new hammer.
Did she notice who the Templar might have been?
Nah,
That was no.
she couldn't identify him.
And where do you think this ambush might happen?
A warehouse. They were talking about a warehouse. She knows where it is.
Okay, can you show us the direction?
All right. So you travel to the warehouse. You're going to arrive, and there's a battle going on. Do you join the battle?
Yes.
So there are cloaked figures, and they are fighting with Templars.
We killed the cloak figure people.
Okay.
They have the red top knot
Nope.
thing on their head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just want to capture them.
Well, I'm gonna burn them.
Well, that's not the old way. Yeah, that's the old way.
That is
First,
not inducive
we kill
to
them,
capture.
and then we talk to them.
Well,
No.
I think we skipped a couple steps there.
That's
Well,
the old
fine.
way. I understand it doesn't work.
Let's try to keep one or two alive. That way we can torture them for answers.
I mean, what
half
if-
old way, half new way.
Yeah, we'll have to compromise a little bit.
Wait, which one are we doing first? Which one are we doing first?
It used to be so simple. We just smashed the bad guys. Now we gotta keep them alive.
You're telling me now we got to do math.
So like, just break their legs. At least get the smashed
What
legs,
is
bro.
it
Right?
doing?
Okay, so you guys
Anyway.
enter the battle in the warehouse. There's a whole bunch of Templars, there's a whole bunch of assassins, and the assassins are trying to kill the Templars in an ambush. You arrive on the scene and you begin defending the Templars. We're going to do quick combat where it's all one roll, so we have to figure out what everybody's bonus is going to be.
Can I do it again? And y'all know I'm so lucky with these.
Mm.
So, Grimorn, how big a spell do you throw at him? Chris?
He's trying not to say fireball. It's really hard.
Moving on, Taurus, what's your number?
So I already get my like +2, don't I?
So you can have +1 for each attack, and then you can get +1 for rage. So I'd think like you can do like
+2 rage.
+3, and then if you also use an expendable item like a potion that does something, then it can give you another +1.
Hold up.
Something like 3 or 4.
Actually, I think this hammer has charges on it. Boom.
You want to use one of the charges and throw it into the mix?
Yeah, I'm gonna use a charge. Oh, how many does it use? Hold on. Planar ally. I don't understand how this works. Works for one minute for one charge.
Planar ally opens a gate, and then an earth elemental steps through the gate, and you give it a gold coin, and then it does whatever you say.
I gotta give it gold.
Yeah, you have to pay the earth elementals or they leave, and depending on how
So
much
what's
how
the-
much gold you give them, that's how long they'll stay.
How is the charge?
The charge is just for throwing it.
Charges. Oh. Okay.
I think it's got like 50 charges for the summon.
Oh. I got it. Oh, or the thunderclap. I can use the charges for the thunderclap. Oh, that's 5 times per dawn. I can use the
Correct.
thunderclap. 50 charges for the Dorch. No, I'm not gonna summon Retainer Ally, but I will use one of the charges for the thunderclap.
All right.
Boom. Yeah.
That's basically the same as an attack, though, because it still uses an action.
Yeah. Well, oh, this is an action? It has the ability to be thrown and explodes massive stunning.
Sorry, I'm back. What did I miss?
We're in like a short combat. We need
Tell you what,
like
I'll call
big
it-
spell.
I'll call it a +3.
What, for me?
Yep.
It's an AoE.
What big ass spell are you casting?
+4.
Okay, so
It's 8 plus my strength mod, so 8
Come on,
plus.
has- you said 4? Okay.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Level 4 spell, and then Taurus. So throwing your hammer, that's your action, that's +3. Do you also rage? That'll get you 4.
Yep.
Okay,
Yep.
that's where you're at. Morg's not here. So, what do you do?
Can I use 2 first level spell slots, or I can only do an action to add to them?
It's the same as if you were taking a turn.
Okay, if that's the case, I'm just gonna use a second level spell slot.
So if you cast a cantrip, if you're a higher level, it can be a higher number because it does more dice or something.
How does? Huh?
So, you
So,
know, like when you fire your cantrip off with your bonus action.
Hmm?
Well, I guess you wouldn't do that.
Yeah, there's only one I know that's a bonus action.
It'd mostly just be actions.
Wait, so do cantrips count for a single plus or a double plus?
Yeah, it'd probably just be a +1.
+1 cantrip. So the same as the first level. Okay. But I'm still gonna do the second level spell slot.
Okay.
And can I also? No, I can't make. Yeah, just a second level spell slot.
So +2.
Yes.
Orin is here, and Orin's going to give you +3. So he's doing a sneak attack and a bonus attack. So
Hey,
he,
see ya. Earth
Yo.
or water?
Earth or water?
ringside,
Fire.
what's your
Or-
action?
Okay, fire. Okay.
No, you said realistic Earth or what? What question? What is this pertaining to?
Earth, water, or fire?
Just like one of the 4. Just pick an
Or
element.
Terrell?
Yep.
Yes.
Realistically, Earth. Realistically, Earth.
What level spell
Okay,
do you cast?
Perfect.
Oh yes. Oh yeah, we have to actually do stuff to them afterwards, don't we? How about I cast for them a level 5 fog cloud?
Okay, so I'm getting +18. So who wants to roll it?
I'll roll it.
All right, give it your best shot. I'm rolling for the
You said
bad guys.
You said +18?
Yeah.
That's it. So here we
Now they
go.
can all be blind.
32.
32. Oh god, you lost. Everybody in the party
We did?
takes 20 damage.
32? How much did they beat us by?
They beat you by 1.
Yeah.
No. How much damage?
20 damage.
Shit. Oh, wait, did we do a hero's feast, or we weren't expecting it, so we just kind of...
No.
If I didn't have 123 HP, this would be very sad, champ.
The assassins are tougher than they look. You might have to go a little harder than you did that round if you want to beat them.
All right. I don't want to. Shit. Fuck. What do I want to use? These don't. These are shit. We'll do it live. 4th level spell slot this time.
Okay. RN stays at +3. Ring sight.
No, shush.
What level spell?
Psychic Crush level 6.
6.
I'll do another level 4.
Another 4. Taurus, another 4.
Yep.
Okay. So you guys are rolling with 21 this time.
I got this one. 21. We're gonna listen to one time like the roll fails. All right, here we go. Nat 20, 41.
Nice.
We
Oh shit!
I got a 30, which means you beat them by 11, which pushes it up into the next category.
literally just water.
We might have overreacted.
we say that it's like the place is burned down. There's like several cracks in the ground, earthquakes. They're like all screaming in like either death or pain.
Okay, good job. You defeated them. The assassins are hastily defeated, and the Templars are very thankful. If not for you, they would have gotten us. The surprise attack really wounded a lot of us. They begin healing each other with healing fruits and patching each other up with medical kits.
What is going on here? What's in this warehouse? What are you protecting?
We were told that there was criminal activity going on here, and we were sent to investigate by Griffins.
Oh, yeah. So he's the traitor, huh?
Whoa, these guys suck. They just outed him. They just.
Well, he was trying to kill them.
Hey, see
Yeah.
check your DM.
So the Templar that kind of lied to us, he's the one who's been working with the Red Hood. So did we kill them all, or did we have some of them just knocked out?
You said your intention was to keep one or two of them alive at least, so we'll say you've got a prisoner.
Let's ask him this some questions.
Okay, you wake him up. He glares at you. What do you do?
Taurus, you want to intimidate them a little bit?
I will, and guess what? I get advantage on intimidation checks with my hammer. Boom! Sorry, I get a +3 to that.
Make him talk.
I'll smash his legs, and I'll tell him I can continue smashing if you want.
Dude, he's gonna run out of
that's
life.
a nat 20.
Probably find a different
23.
way to do that.
23 to my intimidate.
Okay, you intimidate him. It looks like he's chewing.
No, we'll open his mouth by force.
He spits blood in your face.
Want to make sure he's not trying to swallow something.
He's trying to bite his own tongue off and die.
Wait a minute. Is there what about stuff like command or suggestion or something like that? Would that work?
Circle of truth.
Does anyone know that?
I do
I have a better idea. How about instead of all that, I just hold him upside down with telekinesis and scan his brains.
What about another intimidation?
I'm gonna
think the
scan his
scanning
brains. I like
brains
this answer.
I think scanning his brains.
He just spit his tongue off. He can't talk now.
No, I'm gonna do a I'm gonna do a medical check and fix him up. Ninja,
Surgically reattach it.
He didn't say healing
Yes.
spell. He said, "I'm gonna do a medicine check." And he's like the sticks. Just hold right there.
You want
Not
to
magically,
bardically
And
inspire me?
what's happening?
I'm gonna pick him up.
Stop.
Pick him up and put him in
Stop.
front of
Hold
ringside.
on. What's happening?
Vertically inspired.
28 on fixing his tongue with medical.
Okay.
You don't even know.
He says,
I will never talk. You cannot make me. I won't tell you anything.
I'm a big. Timmy.
We have ways of making you talk.
You
I
cannot
hold him
make
up
me
to
talk.
the ring sight, and I put him up the ring
I'm
sight,
reading
and
his
I
brain.
hold him. I
Little
hold
did
him
he,
firmly in front of ring sight's mind, so so ring sight can scan his brain.
little did he know Taurus actually speaks that language. Got his ass.
He's
And
got
then
some sort of
I
mental
didn't-
conditioning, and he's able to resist Ringsight's invasion of his mind.
Mental. So we have to break him with words.
Let me
All
try
right.
Let me try something. I'll try to.
I was gonna say I could try to intimidate him.
I'll
I
try to
gotta-
So
convince
I
him.
literally broke his legs. He bit off his tongue. He doesn't seem to be.
We broke his legs.
I broke his legs. I crushed his legs.
What about
Oh,
let's
wait.
do this a friendly way? What about
I
our
have
performance?
I have a solution to this.
Really?
I know how to solve this issue. Take him to the doctor. He's going to need it.
We have
Yes,
a doctor.
we're doing this our way.
Oh! Hold on. Heal him, and then we'll break his legs again. I'll pull out I'll say it to him. I'll say it in front of him. I'll say, I got this magical banana. I can do what we did at the other guys and put it up his butt.
I got this
He'll heal.
vial of poison.
No.
We can poison him and then cure him and then poison him again. I got a lot of poison.
We can heal him with this magical banana.
I know
Let's
wall
have
of
it up
thorns. We
his
can have him
butt.
like walk over it, like in a column.
No.
Or I could just put this magical banana up his butt.
I got this
No.
love potion that I got a while ago.
Stop. Silence.
This man has been well
Okay.
trained, and he resists all of your attempts to bully him.
Torture.
Even torture doesn't work. He would rather die than give up any information.
Then
I try to
can-
persuade
Yeah.
him. I know it's
Now
unlike.
time to use.
Yeah.
No. Stop. I'm going to
No.
use my special.
Kill him and
key.
bring him back to life.
No.
Kill him again.
No.
Yeah.
Just shush. Hold on. Okay. Psychic
Wait, sure.
lance. No kill.
Okay, you knock him out again?
No, I incapacitate him.
Sure.
Now I scan his brain, now that he's been incapacitated.
He's having a nightmare where there's a mechalot sitting on his chest while he's trying to sleep. And it's got the voice of his father, and it keeps telling him he's not good enough.
You piece of shit. You'll never be like your brother.
Interesting stuff. Moving on. Time to find the important information while his brain's busy.
Where do you tell us that?
Use the
Yes.
the dominate person thing that you have.
That
I
main
don't.
person?
That's monster, and it would leave me exhausted. I don't want to do that. I'm just psychic.
Oh.
I'm psychic lancing him to render him incapacitated, and then I'm using detect thoughts again.
All right, you dig around in his subconscious. He's thinking about the ziggurat in many of his dreams. He's also got a dream where he's being commanded by the most powerful voice you've ever heard. A really deep and terrifying voice. And the command is like seared into the soul of this man. He must follow the command of this voice.
Uh-oh. That's not good. What's the command?
He's under various magical compulsions. He will straight up die if he betrays them.
Wait, real? Would the spell magic work on that?
Like as in he's charmed, or like he would disobey, but he's cursed, and if he does, then he falls over.
I think he takes a tremendous amount of psychic damage if he goes against the charm he's under.
I see. And I assume that includes us, like,
Doing a
telling
dispel.
us what happened.
I say we just finish him. He's not helping.
No.
Let's get
You are-
Griffin.
I-
He's a
I freaking-
Templar, and he's going to squeal.
Listen to me very carefully. He is currently under magical control. That is why I didn't want to murder everything in sight, in case that happened, nor torture him, nor kill him and bring him back to life. Calm down. I'm addressing that at all of you. With a weary sigh, I use my. Where is this? Taurus, did you get the Dispel Magic tattoo?
Wait for it.
Well, while you play with this fool, I'm gonna go get Griffin before he escapes.
I think you got it.
Okay,
I cast
did.
Dispel Magic.
Maybe.
I cast the Dispel Magic, and then I
Okay.
leave.
Oh, you.
I think you have to roll for this one. It's pretty high level.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, alright. I'll give it a try. Was the DC?
I'm looking it up. 15. Oh, actually, he would have upcast it. Let's say 18.
18.
Yeah, 18 makes the duration 1 year.
Give it a try. Nope. 13.
Whatever this charm that's wrapped around his brain, it's too powerful to break.
Yeah, this
Alright,
is a high level Dispel Magic.
When you cast the spell using a spell slot, that's a.
I used it.
Automatically end the effects. The spell level DC equals 10 plus the level. Make an ability check with your spell casting. Okay, so I'll use my tattoo. Does that work? Or
Yeah, then you get to roll for it. DC 18 again.
okay, 10 plus the spell. 1d20. That's a 3 by the power of lucky. That's a 4. Okay, well, so much for that.
All right. So, if he talks, he'll die on the spot. He'll take 25 psychic damage and just croak.
Okay, I'm taking him to Korganard.
All right. You drag him to Korganard at the top of the pyramid. You want Korganard to dispel the magic on him?
Yeah, I tried it. I can't. Too powerful.
Korganard looks at him, touches his face very softly, gingerly, caresses his cheek, and breaks it instantly, easily.
So,
Korganard smiles at him and says, "My son, you've been under tremendous stress. You don't need to abide by the Gies, or however it's pronounced. It will no longer restrain your will. Be free. Tell us what you know." He's going to go wild-eyed, and he clamps his mouth shut and still refuses to talk.
oh, what now?
He's sweating. He looks afraid.
Well, I can only scan your brain so many times. Please do not make this harder on both of us.
In his mind, he keeps repeating, "Betrayal brings death. Betrayal brings death."
We can kill you.
Is this another
Bring you back
curse
to
or
life.
enchantment or something?
Can I try it? Can I
Seems
just
like
talk
something
about it?
he's memorized. Something he's been trained
tell-
to believe.
I want to tell him one more thing: is that if he dies, we'll just bring him back to life. If he helps us, we could just resurrect him.
Can I try like a really good persuasion check?
Sure.
Wait, you gave me an idea.
I would have been like, so
Betrayal means death. Fear is a force beyond death. You have nothing to fear.
Listen, no matter which way it goes here, it seems like you're gonna die. Now you can either be with us and come back and probably live a normal, happy life with your wife or kid or whoever you care about, or you can do it their way and die in obscurity. We take everything you own, completely forget about your family, probably hurt them sometime in the future, and just bury you in a no-name location, probably on the outskirts. Sand is very nice. I mean, we have a bunch of ways to dispatch of you, and to be frank, I don't think anyone will catch us, but we don't want to do that. Okay, we're trying to be friendly here. I feel like you're not
Really suck
understanding.
at that, then.
You're not understanding the brainwashing that is going on with your organization. I understand your loyalty, but to be fair, you got to understand the benefits. No one has to know about this. This is all secret. This is all congealed. It was just us five, the big scary giant, the other big guy, the murderous guy, and
You're not helping.
I'm just trying to say that we are on your side. We are the good guys in the situation. Can you just tell us what you know? Just a little bit. A little bit would do fine. Trust me, you have nothing to worry about. You are in safe hands. Can I get guidance on that?
Chris?
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 Oh no,
Chris?
you fell into
No! This has never happened before.
Oh, Chris isn't the one that falls asleep. I am.
Does he actually sleep? Man.
I say he'll
No.
give you a. No.
What's the question? Sorry, I had to do some.
Can you give him guidance?
Guidance.
Yes. Yeah, it's an automatic yes.
Come on, Nat 20.
I'll be back in a minute.
26.
All right. You're very convincing, but all he will say is that your doom comes. The Great Master, the Dread Lords, they have called for the destruction of your city. A free city. Ha! What a joke. You think you can stop the power of the almighty Dread Lords?
Probably.
What's
You're
a
gonna have
Yeah.
more specific.
To be frank,
What
we've
do they do?
done stronger.
I'd like to make a history check and an arcana check to see if I know what a dreadlord is. So I'm gonna make two separate rolls. First roll is gonna be my arcana check. And that is a 15. And my second roll is gonna be my history check. And that is gonna be a 7.
You gain nothing. You know nothing.
Does anybody else know anything about dreadlords?
I'm just gonna ask him for details.
Welcome,
Well, you know,
Mr. Skywill.
Yep.
Hello, hello.
I am playing this character. I might as well do a history. Roll 18.
You vaguely recall a fact that the Dreadlords are the legendary heads of state of the city of Urdraxa.
What's that about?
Oh no.
The city of doom, Urdraxa?
Never heard of it.
Exactly.
Oh no!
Most people have never heard of it. That's all you know.
Oh no!
So, yeah, why should we be scared of these guys then?
Urdraxa?
I can't tell if it's sarcasm or genuine concern.
I say
I
it
asked
out loud
about
to
it.
him. I say, Urdraxa! Oh no!
Oh no! Whatever sound we do, they're like so much more powerful than the literal order we fought like a couple weeks ago.
They are probably stronger, actually.
Really?
Maybe.
Yeah. Probably.
If we never heard of them, they can't be that.
That's a higher level adventure, right?
we've never heard of them. They can't be that strong.
So-
I mean, we've heard of every strong force. I mean, come on, they can't be that strong.
I mean,
Really?
they have cool poses like
Progression.
we do.
Oh.
I mean, when we look into the camera and we have a cool pose with our arms outstretched and our knee up high.
Like proposing at the Ginyu Force. Is that what I'm imagining?
That was exactly what I heard. I heard Ginyu Force in there. I don't know where, if it was actually was just in my own head, but there you go. Go Power Rangers.
Welcome back, sir. Glad to see you here, you know?
Indeed.
So, the Zealot, he sits before you and he says, "You are all doomed, that the Lord Warrior shall summon the Ravager. Your entire city shall be laid waste."
You're gonna need to be more specific. All right, hold on a second. What's the Ravager? Who's the Lord Warrior, and why should I care?
The Lord Warrior is the Dreadlord who has commanded the destruction of your city.
Why?
You're starting to scare me. I want to act scared. And be like, don't tell us anymore. I'm scared. I'm trying to.
Is that a diplomacy or a bluff check?
I'm trying to bluff that. I'm trying to get him excited. He's a zealot, so I'm trying to get him excited to like try to scare me. To continue
Not
talking.
sure how zealous he could actually be.
Because now I want him to try to intimidate me, and I want to seem intimidated.
Korganard is going to interject and say, "My friends, I feel you should seek the aid of the Alliance. Perhaps one of them knows something that could aid us in this."
But he's still
I'm
talking.
gonna keep asking him for details. I just want to. Do I get anything else out of him?
Nah, that's
Who
all he's
is
got.
that? What does he do? How did he destroy the place?
The Lord Warrior is a Dreadlord.
What is that? What do Dreadlords do?
They're like the leaders, the most powerful.
Of what?
Urdraxa.
They're senators. Senators of Doom.
Okay. What are their powers?
Think of the Ring Wraith from the Lord of the Rings.
Oh.
Where's our
Oh,
dragon
so they're-
at?
Thank you. Okay, there's an army of evil ghosts. You could have said this.
Just lead with that. So, are they immortal, I'm sounding?
Yeah.
Not that I know any of this information, but for his benefit.
The Undying Dreadlords. They live forever. They rule forever.
If I were Urdraxa, where would I be?
To the south, in the Deadlands,
relative?
in the blasted, defiled lands.
We came from the east, across the silt.
Oh, dang.
Oh, shit.
So,
Is that a problem?
okay, I was hoping someone could answer this in text and not out loud, but is there a reason why he's picked out Tyr? I mean, he doesn't want to go after what's the other ones? Altaruk or Balak or anything else?
Who is to know the mind of a Dreadlord? It is ours to obey.
Alright, stupid reasons. Got it.
And there's no way that we could parlay with this Dreadlord. I mean, it would be nice to talk to our doom before we are laid waste.
Korganard nods solemnly and he says, "I think Matthias, or perhaps Romila might know something."
Alright, let's go. You're coming with us, by the way.
Oh, yes.
Or we're gonna grab the messenger?
Yes.
Yeah. Come here.
Well, wait, who are you talking about? Are you taking Korganard or the prisoner?
The Herald, yeah.
The prisoner.
Organar's got stuff to do.
Okay. Yeah, he returns to his meditation atop the pyramid. All right, you travel.
Cigarette.
You travel to
Like
the
thought-
southwest. In the corner of the city, you'll find a bathhouse. It's a secret Veiled Alliance safe house. You're met by Matthias. He's a friend of ours, Lan the Dwarf. He tells you the others are a little bit busy and he'll ask you to wait a bit.
Busy in a bathhouse. Oh wait, I'm sorry, not that way. Never mind.
There's a bit of a meeting going on. If you could just wait a little while. He says, "Me and Aleka over here," and he points over at the woman behind the front desk of the bathhouse. He says, "We're just biding our time while the others are meeting in the back. When they complete their business, they'd be happy to talk to you. But just please don't interrupt. It would be unkind to the young ones. They're learning, you see. You'll need to get past Tasarla. Tasarla is our security. I'll teach you the passphrase to get past Tasarla. You'll need it. Romila, she's teaching novices, if you didn't know. The novices, there's Luz and Gwen and Rita and another one, Hilaren, but he hasn't been here today. You can meet the others. They're attending the meeting. They're still green, but they're learning fast.
This is Scions?
Trying to stop an evil ghost here.
No, this is the Veiled Alliance. They are preserver wizards.
Oh, wizards, okay.
As I stated, trying to stop an evil ghost.
Ah, well, that's good.
We could use, you know, I'm sorry to interrupt the school day, but this is kind of important.
Right.
As in, we're going to interrupt the school day.
So
I
eventually,
say as a teacher, as I'm saying that.
eventually, the time comes, and you can go to Tassarla, and Tassarla is going to help you get into a meeting with Romila. You need to travel a ways. It's the second merchant to the north in a booth with a blue symbol on the top. You need to say that you want to buy a jaguar cage.
Okay.
All right. So you travel to the appointed place. You say the passphrase asking for a jaguar cage. And they say, yes, sir, yes, in the back. And they lead you to a room in the back where they knock 4 times before a command to open the door comes. And then you're led into a room where a kindly old woman is teaching several novices the ways of magic with a wand and some spell components spread out across the table. After the novices file out of the room, she says, "Yes, come to my meeting room in the next room. It's a more private place." So you step into the private room of Romila, and she sits behind her own desk, and she asks, "How can I help you now?" Now, everyone roll perception first.
Corganard. Oh, okay.
Uh-oh.
What was the roll?
It's a perception.
Oh, dirty 20.
All right. Hey, Joe. You recognize that on the wall behind her, she has a very familiar tapestry.
20.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Is it...
Will recognizes it as well. You've collected several similar tapestries, or pieces of them anyway, recently in Dasarax.
About how to
Oh, the wind stuff?
become... No. I thought it was about how to become a sorcerer king.
Nah, it's not that.
Oh.
No, it's a different one.
It is a wind tapestry, a holy wind tapestry, an intact one.
Oh.
Oh, that's interesting.
I know
Yeah, I'm
this
not
symbol.
gonna need that.
Hmm.
Wait, what? You're just gonna say, I need your tap. Walk in. What do you need? I need that.
I tell him,
She
hey,
chuckles. She
you
says,
still have
it's part of my faith. I wouldn't really want to part with it."
I tell
Blink,
him,
blink.
don't you have a whole bunch of similar ones that match this one, Mr. Ringside?
Well, this sparks her interest greatly. She says, "You found
am I-
similar items. This is a very rare artifact of an ancient age."
As much as I would absolutely love to talk about this right now, there is the matter at hand.
Excuse me?
Well, then say it. We are supposedly some force from the east wants to wipe Tyr off the map.
Oh.
It is a from a town of doom called Urqueza. What was it?
Erdraxa.
Urdraxa.
Her eyes
Sorry.
are going to widen. She says, "Oh God." So,
This prisoner here seems to suggest that the Dreadlords are coming to bring an end to Tyr.
this is horrifying news. Well, we have to stop them. She starts
What are they gonna
she
do?
starts connecting the dots, and she says, "Oh no, oh no, oh no. We've been hearing reports. Our spies in the streets have been seeing what we thought was a new thieves guild move into town, and they've been operating around the ziggurat in the lower levels. We didn't think much of it. They ran the elves out of town. We don't much care for the elves. But if it's Draxons, that's a different story. They must
Apparently
be...
they have been stealing magical items all around the city. Powerful
I
ones.
told her the only
Artifacts.
way we can save the city is to have that scroll.
Wait, what?
Roll a deception, Joe.
Wait, can I roll it? Can I like help him or?
I'm rolling against. Hold on.
Yeah.
Wait,
So,
can I roll it, or does he have to specifically?
He said it. He has to roll it.
This, guys.
All right, come on. I nudge him like,
11.
oh fuck.
They don't believe you.
Look, you gotta come up with a better line. All right. Any ideas for lies?
Don't listen to our foolish friend. Let's focus on the subject matter.
appreciate the effort, but it's fine.
Well, tell us more about this group and how we can help here.
I want to study it. While you guys are talking, I'm just going to study it.
Our spies think that they're in the ziggurat, but there's only a few ways to get into the ziggurat, and they've been sealed, and the key that opens the seal, they're very rare. Calic owned them all. Some were stolen. Of the few that are known to exist, there's only one we know the whereabouts of that could give you access into the ziggurat.
Got a key right here, and I pull up the hammer. Oh, I pick up my hammer, and I'm like, I got a key right here.
They laugh. It wouldn't work. It definitely wouldn't work.
How did they acquire this key, do you think?
It's in the possession of a man named Kovar of Tyr. He's a collector.
We're pretty sure that he no longer has this key.
No, well, we know he has it. We have the information. We gathered the information in the early days after Calic died.
Maybe they work together.
We figured this information would be of vital importance.
Well, it sure seems to be now. If you worked with him, and he's a member of the Veiled Alliance, or
No.
what is his...
Kovar is not affiliated with us at all, and will be quite difficult to negotiate with. A collector such as him would not be willing to part with an artifact of that much importance within the city of Tyr. It's practically one of a kind, although it's not. There are bound to be 2 or 3 such keys.
Wait a second. Tidian was saying that he went down the ziggurat not so long ago to retrieve some items.
No,
Oh,
he went into the
yeah,
King's
that's
Vault,
right.
which is in the Golden Tower, not the
Oh,
ziggurat.
never mind.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
okay. So does the ziggurat just descend below the surface as far as it does above?
Yes, it does.
Huh.
And they're in the lower levels. You can access the upper levels, that's not a problem. But to get into the lower levels requires going through a secret access gate using a rare key.
I wonder if Tidian
So-
will be willing to help us with that, or...
I suppose if he wants to maintain his kingdom, one might imagine that people in power tend to want to hold on to it. So he's well motivated, I'm sure.
So what do you want to do? Do you want to go to this Kovar's house, or do you wish to go implore Tithian? He's not in session currently, which means he's in his private chambers, which means getting to him might be difficult.
I didn't ask this question. This is going to be before the downtime, right?
Now, this is happening during the downtime.
Oh, during the downtime. Got it.
Yeah.
Got it.
At an unspecified time.
Got it.
Let's, what do you guys think? Do we try this other guy and try to see if we can avoid Titian?
What about what was her name? The Sun Priestess.
Sadir?
Sadira?
Sadira.
Yeah.
Could we message Sadira? Would anyone
About-
be able to contact her and see if she could gain an audience with King Tithian?
I don't know if the book will let us.
The book will let us.
Yeah, I don't know. Can we do that?
Or do you want like meta?
I was asking like out of like
Out of character. Out of character. Okay.
Yeah,
Well, look. It seems like obviously we need to go to the collector first. I mean, that's the most pressing of ideas.
Let's try to and see. Maybe he got stolen. Maybe he doesn't even know that he lost the key.
All right. You travel to Kovar's house, and when you approach the gate to his large mansion, it's got these big walls, spiky iron tipping the walls to show that he is both rich and paranoid about thieves.
That's pretty amazing.
The front
You're using
gate,
iron to adorn your fence. Holy smoke!
The front gate is guarded by an enormous mole gladiator with like rippling muscles like corded steel, and he's got an incredible weapon hanging from his hip. It looks like an artifact. Potent magic emanates from it. He sees you approach and he says, "Halt! I am the mole gladiator Dukar, champion of the arena. None shall pass."
We have reason to believe that your master has already been stolen from under your watch. We need to know about it, or this whole town, including your mansion, will fall.
We'll see about that. He'll return from his business in 2 weeks. And if
2
he reports
weeks?
something stolen, we'll meet with you.
What?
No.
Where is he?
He's on business.
Well, guess what?
All right. Let me make this perfectly clear. I'm not playing this game. I already played this game enough. You're going to tell us, and that's the end of the discussion.
Tell you what,
Where is he?
on business.
Where?
He shrugs.
He doesn't know. He wasn't told. Well, I thank you for. So, is the gate open?
The gate is very much closed and locked. Dukar stands mightily before the gate.
Listen, listen. There's a gap through the gate, like it's a fence.
No, there's like big double doors and a stone wall, peaked with like iron spikes.
So that I can't see into the yard.
No.
Fine.
You can see the tower of the building beyond, an edifice, a huge structure of stone.
Mentally, I want to ask: is there other magic sigils or glyphs or something stopping me from flying over this wall right now?
Unknown.
I'm asking, not you, but my magically inclined people in the party.
Yeah.
That was fine. I appreciate it.
Hello?
You.
Can you tell if there's anything stopping me from flying over? Like, could you see with your special eyes?
Who has special? Who, me?
Don't you?
You mean like dark vision or like?
No, detect magic. Can you see if there's anything? Because I'm about to fly over right now.
That's ring sight. That's ring sight. I don't have detect magic.
All right. Well, I'm going to take a step back and say, well, I'm sorry to do this, and I'm just going to take off. I'm not going to wait for any more of this foolishness. I'm just going to fly up over the top. Do I get through over the fence?
You try to fly over the wall, and Dukar is going to throw a grappling hook type weapon at you.
Okay.
Sorry, someone was asking me a question.
He
What?
gets a 20 to hit. Does that miss?
It does miss.
Oh.
I narrowly dodge out of the way, and I'm going to with the flourish. I dodge just barely out of the way, and I wave my hand a little bit like a ta-ta, a little.
Oh,
You know.
fuck you.
Not a fuck you, just a smirk and a wave, and I spiral over the gladiator over to the fence.
With his second attack, he's going to switch
Fuck
to
you.
a bow and fire
Fuck
an
you.
arrow into the sky. The arrow explodes with a deafening loud bang.
Why are we invading?
In the distance, many soldiers pour out of an adjacent building, grabbing their weapons and their armor being hastily put on. All of them seem to be running this way.
Okay.
What? Hold on. What? What? What?
You got real chorus. You got.
Can
What?
I
Kill
act?
people?
Oh yeah, for sure. So
Is
you have
someone
flown over the
explain-
wall. You're looking at the wall of his building. There's a window.
Okay, I'm just gonna theater of the mind this. I am going to turn invisible
Okay.
and teleport.
Boy, that would have been helpful if you turned invisible before trying to fly over the wall, wouldn't it?
You know what? I hadn't thought of it.
You hadn't thought of it.
Okay, that
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh shit, we did get cool stuff.
Oh wait, that is a good idea.
Everybody added their loot to their character sheet, right?
Probably
Yes,
not.
magic items.
I have not added
DM'd
anything
you
to my
all your
character
loot.
sheet.
For the loot
not
from
used
the
it.
adventure we were on last time.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which?
I DM'd you
Oh
all your
yeah, I
loot.
got that. I got that. I thought you were talking about like stuff we got this session. I got all the
Yeah.
other stuff. I added it that day.
And all your money's on that page too.
Yep. Well, the money I used to have. I'm a wee bit broke now. I mean, a couple hundred gold, but a wee bit.
Oh, you still got money, man. You still
Yeah, I know, but it's not as much as I used to have 5 minutes.
You
I'm
know
gonna go get a drink. So this is a good time to take a little break if you need to do anything. So
After I screwed up that order.
It's okay. You figure it out. You get new stuff, man. Not used to this new stuff.
Wait, you got the Batwing cloak, or did you get that?
He's had that.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well, can you just, is it nighttime?
I could have used that too.
Yeah, could you just transform into a like?
You know what? Look, I'll admit. Okay, I'm sorry. There's been some shit going on today at work, and with a number of my colleagues, I've had to kind of say, "Well, here's why you're full of shit," and so maybe a little bit that's rubbing off onto this right now, and I kind of wanted him to be like, "What? He left the gate," to have him turn and come towards me, and then everybody else just walks in or something like that. But I don't know. I don't know what I was thinking, but
We're not your coworkers.
you're not.
Don't
And
take it out on us.
All right, got
I
my
know.
job yet.
Before you leave, Skywill, I have some propositions for you.
Just like the businessman pose, like hands like netted together.
It's like
Have a proposition.
off topic. Off topic. I have some propositions for you because you're the only holdout right now.
hold out. What?
Yeah. Everybody else, they are in this fort except for you.
I
We'll talk
don't.
about it later. Not right now.
I don't need to be in the fort. I've got a family. I've got some things I want to do over in Ultraruk and Balik.
We can move your family in. I'm just saying.
How? I'm like they're kank herders. What do kanks even eat?
Hold
Grass,
on. Hold
right?
On. Hear me out. Hear me out. Because
Oh my
you just made a
God.
perfect. You led me exactly where I need.
Oh
I
God.
need somebody who understands merchant house
I am back.
Oh.
to run our merchant
At
house.
the exact worst time.
Delicious
Yeah.
Red Bull. Mm-mm.
I'm
Uh,
just saying.
My name
I need
is
someone
no. My
to
number
provide-
is no. You need to let it go. You need to let it go.
I need someone to provide
So Will.
livestock and farms.
So
my people.
Will.
That I can do, yes.
Do you want to try to go in through the window, or do you want to do something else?
I mean, I kind of thought I would just. Well, look. I'll just. I mean, at this point, I could just fly like a bat while I'm invisible and fly through. I mean, is anything open? No doors are open.
No, all the windows are
I mean-
closed and locked. You'll need to pick the lock in order to get through or break them.
Okay. Well, then I'll just fly up to a window and see if I can pick a lock or. I mean, I'm imagining this is going to be a pretty magically stout place. In terms of security,
Yeah, if you're worried about
So-
it, check for traps first.
That's precisely yes. Well, I guess I'll do that right now with a roll.
Yeah, do it.
Investigation, that is, right? I need to. Oh, what just happened? Oh, here we go. I didn't bring my proficiency bonus. almost down. There we go. Okay, investigation 10. That makes sense. Okay. Boom. Sorry. I had made some clicks, but I wasn't promoted yet, and then all the clicks got so 20 is what I get for the detect traps. I'm gonna throw a dice at that actually.
You check the window carefully, and it definitely looks like there is a trap. It's rigged to some sort of device. It looks to be magical.
So now with the disabled device, I would like to.
Because it's covered in runes, you know, it's not going to be an easy disable device check.
26.
Oh, God. You barely avoid touching the explosive runes as you very carefully slide the window open.
Okay. So I slide the window open, and just a crack, and I will go through. Let's go through as a bat, an invisible bat.
All right, you fly in as an invisible bat. Throughout the building, there's several staircases that wrap around and go to a lower floor. You can hear an uproar in the lower floor. As like it sounds like there's a bunch of other troops down there putting on armor and preparing defense. But you're on the upper floor. The upper floor has a long hall that connects to several adjacent rooms.
So using my wits about me, I'd like to see if I can get to a place where I think this key might be held. I'll start, looking through things. I might even try to peer into people's minds as best I can, or kind of try to figure things out by logic.
Well, there's no people up here, thankfully. Otherwise, you might get caught. But to find the item, you'll need to roll an investigate. A hasty search of the building before the security can mount a defense.
20.
20's good. With a 20, you find that in the back room at the end of the hall, there's a bookshelf. And looking over the bookshelf, you can see sitting high on one of the top shelves in a revered position on a wooden plinth with a note of authentication from its purchase and a mention of its high price that it fetched at auction. Sold by Tithian himself, who is the only other known owner of one of the keys. This is a medallion-like key. It's heavy, it's stone. It's not like any key you've ever seen before. But it is the key to Calyx Ziggurat's lower levels.
He is selling these freaking artifacts?
Right. That's a problem that we need to discuss at a later date.
Yeah, you gotta take that paper. You gotta take that note.
Oh, you know what? I didn't think about that. But I guess my character would, maybe. Can I take what he said into consideration?
It's actually all of one piece. So when you grab it, you've got the whole thing. It's like attached.
Okay. Well then, if I've already grabbed it, then good. Okay.
Like, you know, when you like have a trophy from like a sporting event or something, and it'll say at the bottom of the trophy like you're the winner of this event, and it's got your name on it. It's like that, but it's more like it's like or another example would be like if you had like a baseball from like a winning series game, and it was inside of like a plastic case.
Right.
And the writing is like on the case, so it's all of one piece.
That is absolutely wild and insane.
It's a super rare collector's item, and the noble that owns this building is a collector of rarities.
So, but he likes it in that format, like in that collector's type format. Yeah.
Right.
It's just wild to imagine. But moving on.
It's next to all of his Pokemon cards.
Right.
So yeah, Tithian might have sold it, but he sold it to a crazy person who would never part with it or use it for anything.
Well, when you put it that way, it does kind of make some sense. Like, okay, they're gonna go ahead and protect it, I suppose.
Also, this guy probably twisted his arm to buy it, knowing that it was like one of the only ones in the world.
Yeah. Let's hope that this is the real deal. That I don't have any. I mean, I'm looking at it. There's any way that I can appraise this or tell that it. I mean, just because it's got an authenticity thing, I don't know. for some reason that makes me suspicious.
There's
about it being
there's
actually-
literally no way to know. You'll just have
Right,
to
exactly.
take it and hope.
Exactly. Okay. Well, I'm glancing at it, looking around at my hands as I try to take it back out the window. When I go back out the window, I will go ahead and open it wider so I'm not, a bat when I go out.
Now, I have to ask, downstairs, the rest of the party, you're standing at the gate in front of this very angry mole who just used his action to fire an alarm into the air. He's immediately going to look at the rest of the party as if you're a threat, and all these security troops are coming down the street fast. What does the rest of the party do?
We should scatter.
Okay, are you going to run away?
I don't know that we should like be killing friggin' guards and shit.
Yeah, I think that's actually a crime. I think.
Yeah.
I mean, who can't hide and run?
We are the criminals here.
Criminals is
No,
loose
you're not
terminology.
criminals. You're not criminals.
Okay.
The rogue is telling us this.
Foreign is
The,
criminal.
the rogue is giving us the seal of approval.
The rogue that forgets to put stealth on is a criminal.
Yeah, that I have to take that one.
This is pretty funny to me because now I get to have this whole subplot that this like noble Kovar who collects rarities is like really angry at the party and will possibly want some retribution against you.
That's okay.
So, how many guards is that?
Dozens and dozens of guards. He can afford tons of guards to just sit around and wait for anything like this to happen.
Well, no, I asked him specifically.
Oh, me?
No, the guard. who
Oh,
lit the
okay.
flare.
I'm dropping some dust of invisibility on my head, and I start walking away.
You are invisible. You leave.
Or just like flaps his wings. I am the knight. Turns into a bat.
Good
Well,
luck, guys.
You know that's not gonna work, right? I just say to the guy who lit the flare.
So the mole gladiator, he is going to take the key from his belt. He's going to unlock the door behind him. He's going to step through it, and then he's going to close the door behind him. And then he goes into the building in a hurry. He's running in there to find Skywill. He's like, "Fucking thief! I'll kill ya!" And he
So we gonna
draws.
stop that?
He draws his weapons and runs into the building.
I mean, looking at my spell list, I could have cast sleep.
How long will it take me to get out to them?
Well, you were up on the second floor, so you've got your item, and you were flying, so you can fly out the window and out. So,
Go, go.
Okay.
and you're invisible, so he can't see you. So your chances of escape are pretty good right now. But he has seen your face, and that's a complication.
That's something that I will never live down, probably.
Well, you never were like the thief type of rogue. You were always the spy type of rogue.
Right, exactly.
Wait a minute. Wouldn't that require stealth?
Oh, I took stealth, but I did it. Okay, so as a soldier, I was more of like, what's the word? What's the spy? I can't think of the spy acronym agency. But the point is yeah,
This
Espionage?
CIA.
CIA. God dang, why could that not come out of my brain? Anyway,
You're not a cop.
Or MI5 if you're British.
right.
Or
So thank
KGB if you're Russian.
For all the non-English.
Right. Well, so anyway, is it time for me to arrive at the front gate yet?
Yeah, well, the very next turn, you can take the item and run.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't know how many. So yeah, go ahead.
Yeah,
So,
I wasn't
that's-
planning on making a big deal out of this. The party can escape. The
We
guards are
can.
not very fast in their heavy armor.
Oh, I thought you said we can't. I was getting ready to say we're getting strong armed again.
You all have various means at your disposal to make a quick retreat and get away from them, and then make yourself unseen. So I don't think it's going to be hard to get away from this troop of guards.
I have like 5 ways to teleport.
Right.
All right.
So I'm gonna come back. Hopefully with the. I mean, not that long after the Mull gladiator goes back inside, I just come down and appear, and I become uninvisible and say, "Hey guys, I found this. I think it's it."
All right. You have a key, an access key to the lower levels of the ziggurat. Is that your next stop?
I would think so. Yes. We need to. If the plot is already afoot, if they are already infiltrating the lower levels of the ziggurat, then we need to go ahead and figure this out quickly. However, I kind of want to let Sadira know that what we're doing. Like, hey, if we don't come back, send everybody, because it could be the end. Is there a way for us to do that?
You tell me. You're the adventurers. I'm just the DM.
Anybody here can hear me? Want to say a way to quickly?
Okay, I feel like I'm getting caught out here again. You want to talk to Sadira?
Yes, we want to communicate to her that. Well, look, unless we can stop by Korganard, somebody needs to know. Some kind of big gun should know what's happening.
I'm a big gun,
Sending
but I know you need a bigger gun.
okay.
You what?
I'm a big gun, but I understand. We need a bigger gun. I got you.
All sending spell Korganard.
I'll whenever I get the chance, I'll talk to Sadira when we got time to walk. Ninja, what are we like all escaped now? Can I go talk to her now?
Yeah, I think we left K guys the collector's
Yeah, go
house.
ahead. It's fine.
All right,
We're just walking
where's
down the
she
street with this thing and like, oh hi.
at? Hey man, how's it going? Like doing the what's that one? The guy who played Spider-Man.
Tobey Maguire or
You doing that dance down the street with?
oh yeah, a little bit. Look, I've had a rough couple of days at work.
Me too. I feel you.
Yeah.
Where would I place myself to talk to this map? Is that a butterfly?
That's Korganard.
Ugh.
Korganard's a butterfly.
Oh my god.
Response.
Korganard is an Avengian. An Avengian is a giant butterfly.
Oh my god.
Wait a
Where
second.
did we go
What happened
wrong?
to the other one he had? It was Kale. What happened to the Kale? What happened to the other icon?
Your loyal servant walks up to you one day. He's just like, "Ugh."
You look like
What?
that.
My bad. We were cool. That's how ugly you were.
He's a glowing alien butterfly that emits good vibes.
Also, like constantly high around him.
Yeah. Just being within like a certain radius of him makes you feel good. The good aura emanates from him.
Oh man, guys.
The weed
beautiful.
Avengian.
But yeah, he definitely is a giant butterfly. He is Mothra. It's a Mothra versus Godzilla kind of world. The Sorcerer
That
Kings are
matchup-
Godzilla, and he's a Mothra.
So that matchup doesn't normally go well.
That is very unfortunate. There's just one Mothra in like a room full of Godzillas.
It's like that one image of that couch.
Okay, so party. Party goes to Korganard? Or party goes to Sadira? You tell me.
I
can go to
thought
Shadira
we were
myself.
going directly for the
Ziggurat.
lower levels. I mean, we were just gonna magically tell. But look, you know what? Maybe it's not that important. I don't know. Maybe we've got time and they're on the way. I don't know.
Decide
gonna
now. Decide now.
Can I go talk? I mean, I just gotta tell her. I mean, can I go talk to Sadira while the party goes there?
You split up then.
What would it be going to Sadira for? What is the reason for that?
Reporting to the Veiled Alliance is important to Veiled Alliance members, which he is.
Exactly. I was just gonna tell her, it'd be nice to know that. Just tell her at the last moment when we're like in like the critical amount of danger. You give her a heads up.
Yeah, I mean, okay. On the one hand, we're going to the ziggurat, and Korganard's on top of the ziggurat, right?
Oh, Korganard's here. He comes to you.
Oh,
Oh,
well, dang.
just
All right, that's
flashback.
great.
Hey man, what's up, dude?
Cool flex.
If it's time for justice to be done, Koganard is here.
We got Superman, we got Batman, we got.
What about when
Yeah,
it's
Robin.
not time? Does he leave?
You know what we need to do? We need to go
Oroso's
ahead.
here.
Okay.
Sol
Uh,
races across the city. He arrives at Astocles Manor. He finds Sadira reclining on a very plush rug. She stands up. She's very, very attractive. It's noon out, and she is positively glowing. She says, What is it, Sol? You look concerned."
Yes, recently, after we had this is after the before.
Sequentially, this happens after the previous thing.
Okay. Yes. What was the name of the organization that we heard?
Oh my gosh.
The
Urdraxons.
Urdrax.
Oh.
Yeah, we didn't hear about them before this. In my defense, we have like. Yes, we recently got a word that the Urdrax are making interesting moves in the city of Tyr. Not to mention, me and my party members have just had a series of unfortunate, well, rather semi-unfortunate events that might allude to something deeper than just that.
Wow.
Do you know anything about the Urdraxons that you can tell us? I mean, you seem all-knowing. And
This
literally
is
glowing.
incredibly important. Where are the Urdraxons?
That's a very broad question. Here?
Here.
Everywhere?
Here in Tyr. Where are the Urdraxons here in Tyr?
Do we have an exact location?
The entrance to the lower levels is where the
The
party
lower
is over
level?
there.
Wait. Wait, where was right here? Wait, no.
Where the party is right there.
Oh, okay. They are underneath Tier in the lower levels.
You could just say under the ziggurat. That's fine.
Under there. Yeah, I'm being vague for story. Yeah, they're underneath the ziggurat.
All right.
Underneath.
Sadir says, this is incredibly important. The Urdraxons could spell the doom for our entire city. She opens a teleportation portal, and she calls out to Aegis, and Aegis enters the room. And she says, grab your weapon!
Vacca's testicles.
Grab your weapon, we must go! We must go immediately!
Was he just here? Was he like, I just like turned like what?
Moments later, you teleport in.
I'm just standing here confused. How long was he there? And why was he there before me?
Let me find a figurine, hang on. What is an appropriate figurine? Hey, look, it's Molestic.
Molested. That name never gets old. This is the motto or just actually him?
This is the same figurine I used back then.
Molested.
Hey, when you say it like that, it just works better.
A registered hex offender.
What?
I'm having fun. This Nobody's complaining. This is fun.
Okay, guys. So you arrive at the entrance to the ziggurat. You have the key. The key fits in the lock. It opens this big round portal. So just imagine like a giant disc that rolls away into the wall to the right, leaving a big circular opening that descends down a stairwell with sort of like a round stairwell. So everything is round as you descend down the stairs. And when you begin to go down into the lower level, there's some torchlight up ahead. Now, is the party using any kind of stealth, or are you just charging in? I'm going to
Anyone
say, like,
that's
Morg,
what
I'm gonna use stealth.
Morg isn't here, so he can't cast Pass Without Trace on you.
Who Who needs pass without trace?
Do we have an Earth Genasi?
We all have good stealth.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh my god. No, we don't.
No, I
Who
do.
doesn't have
Wait,
good
what is
stealth?
your-
Well, look.
what-
On the
what is-
one
what is your
hand,
stealth, boy?
on the one hand, my general habit is to go ahead and take point, and then with my telepathy with the party, tell them what's going on. However,
I got a
At
12
this-
stealth.
oh my god.
Yeah, it's the same reaction. Like, oh my god.
Right. But on the other hand, though, we've got flipping Sadira and Korganard. I could sneak down the corridor, but it's glowing behind me, I'm imagining. I mean, she's like a factor of the noonday sun, so like
I'm gonna stay with.
I'm wondering how silly it would be for me to even do stealth at that point. You know what I'm saying? Does it even make sense? Ninja?
Well, you make the decision. Use your best judgment.
Fireball!
My judgment says
right behind you.
Wait, Oren, what is your plus to stealth?
yes. It's the highest I've ever had in my life. I'm just gonna try and jump ahead then. I'll teleport ahead of them if I need to.
It's plus yes. You automatically succeed.
Oh, hold on. Hold on.
Oh, I get scared.
if
when you
this
do
is
that.
in the, if this is in the what you call it, then I have my boots done. My boots give me advantage on stealth checks. Ayo. Hold on.
All right, 25.
All right,
25 on
I'm ready.
stealth.
I
got a 17. I don't have a 12. I have a 17, baby.
I know better than to
21.
blow dice on this.
Ninja, I got a 21 plus 13.
What, we're stealthing in there?
Yeah.
I'm invisible.
You're invisible still? Cool.
You know
Okay.
what?
So,
So roll your stealth at advantage.
Joe is very noisy as he comes thudding down the stairs, and they're going to
At a
hear
17?
him. Yeah, with the 17, they hear you coming. These guys are guards.
Okay.
They're good at listening out for sounds, and they heard the door opening too. So, these two guards, they immediately jump out and immediately confront whoever's coming down the way. They don't spot Oren. Do you want to do anything as they come running past? Like you're
Slip
hidden.
behind them.
You're hidden behind a pillar or something, and they come charging in. So
So-
you're behind them now.
I'll slip behind them and slit the throat.
Okay, you go for a stealth kill. Just to expedite things, I'm going to say he kills this one, and the other one runs into this entire group and is defeated pretty hastily as well. Okay.
I love you.
Immediately after
That was good.
defeating these guards right at the entrance, it all happens very quickly. Then you descend further, and it opens up into a chamber which looks like it's been turned into some sort of prison. And each one of the cells contains a dead body.
Wait a minute.
However, because of your high perception, your passive perceptions, you're going to notice that one of them isn't quite dead. He's just close to death.
Sleep dead, if you will.
You can also see there's a key on the wall, or a number of keys for the various cells. So I'm sure with enough time you could figure out which one opens his cell door.
So
Who is
real
this?
quick,
A prisoner.
but the areas under the ziggurat were like gladiatorial pens, like slave pens, weren't they?
No.
No.
No, you've
So
never
this-
been down here. You weren't even aware this part of the ziggurat existed until now.
Okay, so but this seems to be recent construction. You're saying these
Nah,
pens,
this is
like-
very old. It's just been repurposed by the Urdraxans as a hideout.
Okay.
Because nobody was down here. It was like open space. Free real estate, as they say.
Free real estate. Okay, but so obviously they've been down here before us because they have a key. They were in here already. What else can we tell about the floor? Like this is a well-trafficked area. Is there food around? Like they're trying to kill this guy off? What the heck?
Yeah, these two guys that you just defeated, they must have been prison guards or something, because you can see signs that they've been living down here. There's a cot for one of them to be sleeping and the other one to be awake, and they can guard the prisoners, and there's gruel and water that they can keep the prisoners alive if they want to, and there's torture devices if they can torture them for information.
Huh. Okay.
There is another passage that continues deeper in, but the man in the cell feebly reaches his hand towards the party, barely able to move. His parched, dry lips open, and he croaks out a groan.
I nod towards our ring sight and soul, and I say, check him before we open this.
Check him. Are you doing okay? Okay.
What kind of check?
Are we just running his pockets? We seen him if he got anything?
No, I can run his pockets. What I can't run it is who the heck he is. Yes, exactly that.
Connect thoughts. Let's go. Come on, message spells. Yeah, message spells. I don't need to dig in there.
You get nothing useful. He's having fever dreams. He's barely conscious.
Well,
Into
I open
the
it?
fortress.
hold on. You're doing more stuff, right, ringside, or should I open the door?
I'm using intellect fortress on him. So
Yeah, he said he
hopefully
cast
will
intellect
be
fortress.
smart.
I'm not sure how
I
that's
don't-
going to affect him.
I don't understand that. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense to me. Like, what, you're defending him?
It increases his mental strength, like his.
You've improved his saving throws.
Right. So is the idea that it would somehow give him the willpower to be coherent enough to, like, figure out what's going on inside of his head?
Yeah.
If he has to
Like-
make one of these saves, it might help. I don't know.
So that was like to get him through fever dreams so we could actually see who the heck he is.
Yes.
Does this flash of clarity, give him any kind of clarity of thought that we could see what he actually thinks?
All you're getting from him is thirst.
Give him some water.
Without opening the door, I want to give him some water and see what happens.
He's too weak to
I'll-
drink it.
Fuck.
Freaking serious.
All right, hold on. It's a cage. I can see into it.
Healing word.
I'm so thirsty. All right, here's some water. Now talk.
No,
It's
I can't
too
drink.
far.
His weak
Okay, I'm
hand
being a
can't
jerk.
even pick up the water skin.
Healing word.
okay. I don't know if they can hear you. Maybe they're AFK right now.
If you did cast Healing Word, it doesn't work.
Look, I'm teleporting in there. Blow another dice. I'm down to like 6 dice, I think, left now today. No, 7 dice. I have 7 dice today. So I teleport into the cage.
All right.
Does he eat me?
No.
I give him some water.
All right. You pour water
I
into
hold-
his mouth.
As much water of my water skin as he needs.
So he's got a few hit points, and he's not dying of thirst. But he's still delirious with fever. You can see the sweat beading on his brow, and his skin is clammy, and his eyes are unfocused. His limbs are also bending at weird angles, and his spine seems seized up in sort of a seizure.
Do
Okay.
a restoration. Lesser restoration. Oh, Chris. Lesser restoration.
If only I had it learned.
No. You didn't learn that?
Okay. Well,
Not prepared.
look,
Oh, you're not prepared. Damn.
I'm going
Does
to ask him a
Korganard
few
have
questions.
this? Wouldn't Korganard have lesser restoration?
Korganard says, yes, I can restore him. He places his hands upon the body of the man, reaching in through the cage.
Not sure why I had to wait for us to know that.
He has a disease. He cleanses the disease from his blood. Moments later, he recovers and says, "Oh, thank God!"
Why are you in here? Who are you?
He looks at you, and some recognition dawns. He says, "It is you, the heroes of Tyr."
I knew you would come.
I have heard stories of you. I am known as Halarin. I am a member of the Veiled Alliance.
Oh. Right. A bunch of eyebrows raised.
Have I heard of him?
Yeah, he was mentioned by the teacher, Romila. She said that Halarin was her 4th student, but he wasn't in today.
But
He never
wasn't
showed
in
up.
Today, right. Okay, so
I say
Spirit knows-
something's up, and
So this is a kid.
He's very young, yeah. Probably like 17 or something.
Oh dang. Oh,
That's,
okay.
that's practically middle age by the standards of medieval world.
Yeah.
They wanted me to reveal the Veiled Alliance safe house. I broke. I'm so sorry.
what? You goddamn
Right.
motherfucker!
I'm
So-
burning through spells. Sending to whoever was in charge
Well,
of that place.
Sadira's with
Sadira.
us.
Sadira.
Yes, she's with
Sadira's
us.
got to go
She's
now.
upstairs.
Well,
I will tell
sending to
Sadira.
whoever's there now that we also saw.
All right, Sadira and Aegis, they nod and they say, "The Erdraxans must be stopped. You have to stay and see this through, but we will see to the safe house." And Sadira teleports away to the safe house in the southeast. Foomp.
Yeah, so
Oh.
I mean, she's only been away for what, a minute or two. Hopefully that helps.
So she has requested that you all press on into the interior and face whoever is here.
Right.
Can't
Uh,
leave for 5 minutes.
Okay. Well, good job, Sadira. And
We get to keep Gorgonar though, right?
Yeah, he's here.
okay, sweet. So I'm gonna open the cage then, and or somebody's gonna open the cage, and we're moving through. Oh shit.
All right. So, the lower level, there's a meeting going on in the lower level, like a cult meeting.
So hold on, wait. So we're leaving the cages. We'll send H name
Halarin.
Halarin back up probably to safety.
Okay, he goes up to the entrance.
Wait,
And we're
I thought he
creeping
would just.
down.
Wouldn't he just teleport with Sadira and them?
Oh, he's not going into whatever's going on there. There's an attack
Right.
going on at the safe house.
Right.
But Sadira's going in there to fight. She doesn't want to bring a little kid.
Right. So can I creep ahead? Hopefully faster than Taurus.
Do you want to sneak in first? All right. So scouting ahead, roll a stealth.
I'll stay back and just be ready to help if he needs it.
If you can
There's
beat a
a quick
21, the
question.
cultists don't notice you. Oh
Are
yeah.
they all
Got
act-
20.
Damn!
What was your question?
Me?
No, Sia was asking something just before.
Are they actually all that close together? Nat, I can't say the N word, but nice, my guy. I can't say it live, but
My students keep trying to give me the pass for that, and I just
The pass isn't real. It's a trap.
No, it really
It's
is
a trap.
It's a trap. Yes, sir.
I love it. There was a comedian on Kill Tony, and he said, "I'm going to give you the N-word pass. Go ahead. And when the dude didn't do it, he said, "It's good you didn't do it. That was a trap. I was going to kill you." I thought it was hilarious.
Yeah.
are they actually all this close together? Because that's like prime fireball and shattered, like, real estate.
It doesn't really matter. We're using quick
Real
combat.
estate.
It's all
Okay.
it's all sort of vague about where placement is. The numbers are accurate.
All right.
Okay, so you have a really high stealth. You sneak in, unnoticed. So there is a meeting going on. So there's
overhear anything before we start killing them all.
Yeah, before you start killing them all, you can overhear what's going on. So there's a bunch of men. So 6 of them are wearing full plate mail made out of wood with magical runes carved into the wood. And they're carrying these big, heavy wooden clubs that are also intricately carved with magical runes. Aside from them, there's a whole bunch of rogues that are all dressed in black, and they've got the red top knot on their bald head, and they've got bows slung on their shoulders and quivers of arrows, and they're wearing this leather armor that's really rad. It's like a mechalot hide. It's incredibly expensive leather, and then it's covered in bone claw spikes, so it just has like a very nasty, mean look to it, just spike-covered mechalot leather. And in the center of them, there's a cloaked figure, and he's all dressed in a black robe, and you can barely just see the bottom of his jaw, and some of the skin of his cheek is just kind of dangling loose and exposing the teeth underneath.
Oh, yeah.
And he's not even standing. He glides across the surface of the ground. He just floats and moves from place to place without actually walking. And he moves...
Vibes.
And he moves among his people, who are all sort of in prayer, sort of chanting. And the one at the center, he's saying that he is the Lord Commander of Boris's army. And for 1,000 years, the reign of Boris has remained supreme. But these upstarts, they wish to challenge the great order of things. They have failed to pay their proper tribute to Boris, and for this, the city of Tyr will be destroyed. And all of the men say, "Hurrah!" and they stamp their clubs into the ground fiercely and stamp their feet. And it echoes throughout the chamber, and the other party members, you can hear the reverberation of the stamping feet as they chant and say, "Hurrah!" And all of them are getting fairly pumped up at the idea, and the cloaked figure, the Lord Commander, he says, "Even now, I have sent my emissary to slay the Veiled Alliance. And when they are defeated, I shall enter and claim our prize, and the city shall fall."
Okay. What I need to relay back to them. So, first of all, I want to say this is giving me vibes like the D&D movie with the red wizards kind of floating around.
Yeah.
And I love it. Second thing is I want to kind of float my way off to the back of the room, and I want to slowly uncork. I know that we're doing quick combat, but one of the consumables I want to use was this vial of death sleep. I don't know what it does, but I'm just gonna quietly uncork that and get that wafting through the air by them. Hopefully, actually, wait.
Yep.
Is that gonna hurt us then too?
I don't know.
Can you pull me to a different room real quick? I just had a question.
I do not see death sleep in my notes.
You know what?
It might have been from a long time ago. I don't know.
It was from a long time ago. You know what? I'll hold on to that till I can talk to you and see about what poisoning even does. So, well, I'll delay that for
everybody, hold that thought. Joe, follow me. Off topic.
Cool.
Okay, what's up?
I heard you say Boris. What the? I didn't realize we were going for that shit already. I'm confused. I thought that was like later.
Oh yeah, that's endgame. That's super endgame. He is the big bad.
Oh, so we're not dealing with him right now. This adventure is not like the end game. We're talking like this is leading up to it though, right? So we get to know about him.
The end game is you going after Boris, but that doesn't mean Boris can't go after you before then.
The fuck? We can't deal with that kind of threat.
Oh, you're gonna love this. It gets so much worse.
This isn't cool.
Okay, I'm back.
Oh my god. So many poisons.
Yeah, we'll have to talk about this.
All right, guys.
What happened? You good, Joe?
So, Oren, you have investigated what's going on in the room. They can't hear you because they're chanting and so what does Oren do?
We're gonna die.
Well, that guy is the main one that I need to deal with. So I feel like, yeah, I need to go ahead and shoot an arrow at him. And but first, I'll say, I'll forward to my friends that he has already sent his emissary to attack. They are chanting, "Move your feet with the rhythms of their chants, and come with me. Let me know when you are close, and I will loose the first arrow."
I'll make a stealth check.
So you're
Can I
drawing your bow and you're getting ready to fire a shot at the main dude.
At the main dude.
As we start to approach.
Give it your best shot. Roll that attack.
Me? Okay.
Hold up. We gotta start approaching.
Yeah, but
I got
I'm
25
gonna
stealth.
Nice.
I'm gonna have to.
Come on, guys. Stealth check. See ya,
So
Taro,
what is that?
Prius.
That's a plus 10. Okay, fine.
Hang on.
Mm-hmm.
Nineteen.
Wow.
Is that a possible crit?
A 29 to hit. Your arrow flies at the creature levitating in the air.
Wait. If it doesn't hit, I get a chance to. I'm gonna do Sonic Neck.
Oh, it hits. 29 definitely hits.
You know what? Hold on. What's this roll? You said there's a exceptional. There's the exceptional thing. I don't know how
Yeah,
that worked.
it lets you reroll one of your damage dice.
I'm gonna do that again too. So I'm gonna throw this. Okay. 2 more. So 31. Exceptional, yes.
No.
Yeah, it was exceptional.
Exceptional means you re-roll one of your damage dice.
Right.
29 to hit. Now you roll your damage.
Oh wait a minute. Hold on. I got to add something else. I used a bow, so that means it's got magical stuff going on. And I rolled the wrong dice. Oh, no, one of those d6 is cold, and then I have to add a d8 instead. So I don't even know what roll came up, but I'm going to add this for the regular bow damage. So what did I here? 43 plus 8.
43 plus 8.
51 damage.
You do 51
exceptional-
damage with an
Hold on.
exceptionally well-placed shot.
Oh, wait.
Exceptional means you can re-roll that one.
Yeah.
Okay. It says a burst of 2d6 on a critical hit. That wasn't a critical hit,
No.
right?
So- Re-roll the 1d6.
Okay. Come on.
That's
Wake up,
exceptional.
computer. It's having a hard time registering the dice. There it goes.
Hey guys, we still need your stealth check.
I'm invisible.
Okay.
Doesn't mean you're
So 1
silent.
extra damage.
All right.
So 52.
So your arrow strikes him, and you would expect that to kill a lesser man, but the creature that you struck isn't even alive, and he barely moves.
Okay.
He looks at the arrow in his chest with dispassion. It would be right in his heart, but his heart hasn't beaten in 1,000 years, and he does not care. He looks up at you. He looks up at you, and he points his bony finger, and he says, "The plan is compromised. Kill them. Do not fail me." And he taps his staff in the ground and disappears.
Well, crap.
I did the best I could.
You did a significant amount of damage to him. He is a lich. If you defeat him, he'll just come back in like a day or two.
Well, double frick. There wasn't even the possibility of success.
You can see invisible. See invisible.
But
It's
are
not
they there?
invisible.
You're
I don't
coming
think so.
through.
No. He opened a portal and teleported out. It was quite obvious, and the portal, you could see through it. He walked into a room full of Urdraxans that were fighting the Veiled Alliance and Sidira.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Gotta
Oh
hurry
my
up.
god.
Uh,
Oh my god.
Are you giving us the okay to go to fucking ambush these guys?
Okay, so the party enters the room. Everybody tell me what the
Yeah.
party is going to do in their quick combat turn.
All right, everybody's immune to fire, and the room explodes.
Do it twice. Do it twice.
I throw my hammer, and I throw my hammer.
Hammer, hammer, hammer. It's great.
All right, I'm going to summon a.
So I get a thunderclap on them.
Ninja. Can I use a 5th level spell slot to cast dragons?
Level 5 as well.
Yep.
Fireball.
And then after you summon the fireball, I'm going to summon. You want the spell description?
Actually, it's a
Summon,
level 6.
dragon
Level
spirit.
6 fireball.
You have to turn it up.
Yeah, I'm using my staff for it.
Yeah. So fireball. Then immediately after, like just a drag, like a.
Okay, hang on. So Grimorn +6, Taurus +4. Do you want to add anything, Taurus?
That's it.
That's it. Soul, what are you throwing in?
The summon dragon spell. It's level 5. Summon
Level
dragon spirit. spell.
5, Dragon Spirit.
And
Orin,
I want to action.
+3
I want to
for-
action surge.
+3.
Wait, ninja. Can I action surge and then cast another spell, or does it have to be like a cantrip?
Yeah, it gives you a whole other action, so you can.
All right, and then I'm going to cast animate objects.
Level
So
5?
2 5th level spells. 2. Yep. So +10. Then I'm also going to bonus action bardic inspiration towards. So is that the +1?
The +1, yeah.
All right, so +11.
And ring sight.
I will. Running out of spells. You really running spells.
Holy shit.
Mechalot Polymorph, go, level 4.
Level 4. So, let's see. Here.
The classic cartoon crush.
You're adding
Yeah.
+28 to the roll. That's good.
Fat chocobo.
My
Wait,
hammer.
so what's the overall? With the overall, it's +28.
+28,
Yep.
he said, yes. Make the roll.
All right, I'm rolling it. Even with the +11.
28, yes. You're as important as the rest of our party combined in this.
Oh no, a
My
0.
hammer has a
I've never seen you lose by so much.
I
My
know.
hammer. My hammer.
35.
Thunderclap
35.
has a 16 DC 16 deck save.
Oh my god. Your forces are dead even. It's a tie.
Oh.
My thunderclap has a DC. I'm sorry.
So it's a
DC
pitched
16
battle.
deck save. If they don't save, they're stunned.
The battle is joined and magics are flying loose and
Okay,
we are
so in that
pitched
skirmish,
combat.
in that initial skirmish, one of them died and all of you took 20 damage.
Ow. Okay.
Oh.
Ooh.
Are any of them
Good thing
stunned?
that doesn't
Any of them
matter
saved?
for me.
Yeah, they all saved.
Oh.
It doesn't work like that. We're in quick combat right now.
Yeah, if we were doing like turns of regular combat, that hammer would be doing cooler stuff. I'm sorry. We're just trying to speed through like a pretty big battle with a lot of combatants quickly. Okay, so turn 1 didn't go great. I mean, you did reduce their numbers a little bit, but going into turn 2, what are you casting?
Let's see what I can do.
Let's see, we got a +4 from Taurus, we got a +3 from Orin. What kind of spells are you guys casting?
Level 5.
Fine.
Where is it? Hold on. Where is the button I got? That is not it. Shit. My character. Each rubber. Yeah. Here we go. Ninja.
Yeah.
I want to use my ancient, the one I got from cast Haste on myself.
Haste bow, extra attack. That gives you another +1.
Okay, and then with the other action, I want to cast a 4th level spell, Romulus Psychic Lance.
So that gives you a total of +5.
Yep.
Ring sight?
Another polymorph again.
That was 4.
No. Yes.
Okay, so I'm getting 21, +21. All right, good luck. The enemy forces, they rally. They go into a formation. They're very well trained.
Oh, Ninja. Can I also Bardic Inspiration? Taurus.
Okay, you throw
So,
another +1 on
plus-
top, so it's +22 for you guys.
Plus 22?
Sounds right.
Everyone got their stuff?
Yep.
Rolling it. 37.
Oh my god, it's so close. You beat him by 2.
Wow.
Yes.
Fuck.
All right. Because you won, you were not taking any damage that turn. You had a pretty effective turn, and you managed to defeat 6 of them. Their numbers are dropping pretty steeply. So let's see.
After that first one, they're like, that's all we had. Shit. What do we now? We keep fighting.
No,
Okay.
that's That I'm visualizing this pitched battle where we have an action scene. I'm tumbling and jumping through. Taurus swings around his big earth elemental crystal hammer, and stone is
I'm
flying.
gonna roll my damage real quick.
Okay, so
I know
you-
you're probably not doing this, Orin, but I can't stop imagining you like going around like Batman, like beating people. Me.
You kill 3 of the Erdraxan Knights, 3 of the Erdraxan Assassins. We go into round 3 of combat. Everybody's getting fairly tired out by all of this.
Do I still have haste from the last turn?
The fighters are going to use a special ability which allows me to pump up their numbers a little bit. And then the assassins...
Reckless attack.
Let's see, I'm getting plus 15 this time. Ooh. My numbers keep getting smaller.
My damage was 28 damage on one swing.
Oh, that's sick. Okay,
Except this matter.
so quick combat. Grimorn, what do you cast?
Oh wait,
I think it's gonna be a fire spell. I don't know that.
I'm confused. I didn't do the thing right. That was
Chris, Grimor.
28
Hello?
hit.
Oh,
There we go.
Round 3 of combat, Krius.
4.
Plus 4. You're running low on spells. Taurus,
No.
do you do plus 4 again?
Yeah.
Soul,
Last one I can do
what do you
plus
got?
4 on. The next one's supposed to-
Do I still have the haste from last round, or
Okay.
I think for quick combat, it has to be on another person or something.
The haste... I forget if that item gives you the actual spell of haste for a minute, or if it's just like
oh,
for a
gives me
turn.
it for the turn? Okay, I read it. Never mind. It's for the turn.
Okay. Does it have charges? Can you do it again?
I have 3 charges.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's almost worth it to get a plus 3
Wait.
instead of a plus 2.
Okay, can you remind me? Okay, the rules for this are an attack gets you +1.
I'll read it. So, attack... Well, actually, I could just copy-paste what I've got here. I sort of...
That's probably a good plan. Yeah.
This is sort of like the
Actually-
rule of thumb here.
Okay.
Actually, Ninja, it says it lasts for a minute.
Yeah. Okay, well, then you can do it again.
All right, so I have the haste from, so I can have 2 actions.
Haste gives you an attack, and then you still have your regular attack action.
Okay. Then I'm going to use my heart to cast 5th level Wall of Thorns.
Okay.
Well, no, not 5th level. Wait, no, I think Wall of Thorns is 5th. If I'm looking at, hold on.
So 5 and an attack. So a total of 6.
No. The attack does it have to be melee? Oh no, Wall of Thorns is a 6th level spell.
So 7.
Okay, and the attack has to be melee.
Yeah.
The extra attack. Okay.
Well, it doesn't have to be
And then-
melee. It can be like a ranged attack with a bow or something.
Oh yeah, that. And then I'm also going to Bardic No. If I use Second Wind, does that give us a +2?
That's using a resource. I'll say it'll give you another +1.
All right, I'm gonna roll for how much I heal.
Oh, actually, that's right. Healing I was going to do as actual healing since you guys are taking actual damage. So.
Oh, if that's the case, then yeah. Another Bardic Inspiration. Another Bardic.
So you do the Bardic Inspiration for the +1. Okay.
So how much is that? Plus
8.
Alright.
So, Orin, doing +3 again?
Yeah, I can't think of anything else I would be able to use that would make sense.
It's long.
And ring sight. What's your bonus?
So,
Hey, Long.
are we in
Yeah,
combat?
Yes, quick combat. But it's going really.
Quick
It's
combat.
actually like a pitched combat. It's going. I'm loving this.
Yeah, it's close. This is a tough group.
Did I die?
What level is that? That's second level?
We're gonna die.
Yes.
Long's here? Oh, hey, Long will save
No,
us.
wait. 5th level.
Oh,
fifth
hold
level?
on, Hold on,
Could
I'm
Long-
loading up the board.
Could Long be at the Veiled Alliance, saving them?
But wait, what? The
16,
Veiled Alliance
17,
is mixed in this
19.
too? What is going on? What did I...
You guys have +24. Go ahead and roll it.
Our
Since
bonus
Oh, we're
Long's
doing one of
back,
those,
doesn't it?
like, quick team fight things?
Yeah, we're doing quick
Long
combat.
stayed back. Could he be with the Veiled Alliance, helping them stay alive?
Oh, shit. I rolled a 2. You're going to crush me.
30.
You got a 30?
Yes.
Kill them all.
Yeah.
Full party, full destruction.
I got a 17. That means you beat me by 13?
When you beat
Yes.
him by 10, what does that mean?
Even on our bad rolls, we single-handedly.
Okay, 10. 10 casualties. You killed the rest of them that turn.
As I said, total destruction.
There
yeah.
were 5 of them left, and you killed 10 of the 5 that were left.
No death saving
I-
throws, extra dead.
I'm envisioning Taurus, wading through this, just collapsing chests with this big crystal hammer.
He like stomps
Oh,
one
he's
through the
using
chest
it,
and
yes. He's using
like
his
stomps
new
one-
hammer, I love it.
Stomps
I
one through
appreciate
the
it.
chest,
I'm
his
in.
foot gets stuck, and then he just keeps walking.
All right, Long.
There
So,
is now negative life force in this
Hand
location.
seen the Long at
Long,
the Veiled Alliance headquarters.
Long, you have been
Yeah.
traveling around planting seeds. But you receive a psychic message from Korganar that tells you, quickly, come to the entrance of the ziggurat now. And so, do you want to run down the street towards the entrance to the ziggurat?
In great fashion, I turn into an air elemental and get there like 4 times the speed of a human can.
And then you walk in, it's like, oh, sorry, yo.
Okay.
I fly over walls and buildings and get straight there.
Morg arrives. Korganar turns to greet you and says, good, I'm glad you're here. We need your help. All right. We need to go. We need to get to the Veiled Alliance headquarters immediately. I shall open a portal. He circles his arm in the air and a swirling portal opens up. You can see nothing but flames and smoke billowing on the other side. Korganard is going to fly through.
I fly with him.
I jump through.
All right, here we go.
Why is there fire?
All right. When you go through the portal, you arrive at the Veiled Alliance safe house. It's a bathhouse in the southeast corner of the city here. Aegis of Astocles and Sadira, the Sun Cleric, have been here fighting the Urdraxan Dreadlord. The Urdraxan Dreadlord casts some hefty 9th level spells at them. And Aegis of Astocles is throwing his most powerful psionics, at this undead, but he's immune to most of what Aegis has, and Aegis is thrown back against the wall by one of the spells. Sadira throws all of her powerful cleric magic at the Lich. The Lich is repelled, but he resists the effects of her sun cleric magic. He has an object in his hand, and when he sees Korganard step through into the room, he sneers and says, "It's too late!" And with an explosion, he teleports away. Sadira lets out a cry and says, "No, he had it!"
I want a counterspell! I want a counterspell!
Yeah, can I use my sonic band that counterspells?
He counterspells your counterspell.
I got a counterspell too!
He counterspells your counterspell of his counterspell.
I did it before.
Is the rest of the party here?
Shenanigans. I don't like this plot armor.
Oh my
I was
god.
just thinking there you can counterspell and counterspell. It's like, yes.
You're dealing with
You
a
got counterspell, right?
you're dealing with a 1,000-year-old wizard lich. You don't think he has multiple counterspell contingencies?
We have
Like 8 of them?
3 or 4 people with counterspell right now. What are you talking about?
Look,
Like,
he's
literally,
got like 6 islands untapped. Come on, let's just go.
Orin has a counterspell armlet now.
He saved up his elixir just for this.
Do I have that? I didn't know I had
Yeah,
that.
you just got it. Yeah, it's on your loot.
Okay.
You got the armlet of counterspell, so you can counter. that.
Okay.
Anyways.
In the
Plot
burning building,
job, Good
there's
job.
a number of Erdraxans that are dead and dying. Among the dead and dying Erdraxans is the Emissary, a high-ranking Erdraxan Templar. The emissary is drenched in blood from numerous wounds inflicted by Aegis and Sadira. And he coughs and he says, "You won't stop us! My master will destroy you! There's no way you can prevent the doom that is coming. You could never find the artifacts in time." And he lets out his dying gasp.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Died?
So he
Oh my
died,
God.
and I tell him thank you. So artifacts, Sadira, what is he talking about?
"I don't know," she says. "Search his body.
I
Maybe
wanna
he has
question-
something."
I want to question anybody who's still alive. I'm like, what are they talking about?
Oh, sorry. He was the only survivor at that point.
Yeah.
Resurrect them.
Oh,
Oh,
He's
no,
dying. we got to stop yanking people from death like this. We've.
We need information from them. Speak with the dead. Someone has to speak with the dead.
Wait, is Aegis of Asicles, is he dead or he just got knocked down?
He was knocked down.
Does anybody here in the Veiled Alliance, full of wizards, have Speak with the Dead, level 1 spell?
Isn't that like a cleric druid thing?
All right. The emissary had these belongings here. He's got a very nice dagger, and he's got a fancy robe.
I love it.
Okay, well we can loot him, but
That's-
they came directly to this location, were in and out in under a minute, and knew exactly what they were trying to get.
Third level.
What kind of artifacts did we have on hand at the Veiled Alliance headquarters?
All right.
Let's get down to business right now and figure out what they could have taken and why.
They took the urn.
Urn?
The urn of the Ravager.
And we haven't been able to
dead-
recuperate any of the other one, huh?
But the dead ashes of the Ravager's body, the one that they want to resurrect and bring doom and destruction upon us?
Suddenly, the sky darkens. A
Well,
thunderstorm
that-
on the horizon.
That was quick.
We hear like the music. Dun, 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 dun.
Sadira says, "I don't think these robes or this dagger are going to answer our questions. Maybe one of the Erdraxans in the ziggurat has the answers we seek."
Did our Draxon leave behind any like blood or anything while they were attacking him? Any like scraps of clothing that they might have like blown off of him?
The Dreadlord didn't leave anything behind.
Okay.
I'll ask again. Does anybody have speak with dead?
Nope.
Okay, you don't know about that spell. You're a non-magic user, right?
I think he's just asking out of character.
Yeah, you're
I mean, like,
barbarian.
No, I have a 19 intelligence.
So,
Oh,
level-
Clerics
we're-
and
we're
Barbarian.
level
I thought Druids
13.
had it
like
for
magic is not something very, open in the world. Huh?
It's not.
Druid magic is,
not-
cleric
let's-
magic is.
Okay, so
Cleric
thanks to
magic.
the quick action of Sadira and Aegis, some of the Veiled Alliance members got out alive. I think a couple of them did die, though.
So
Wait, did
none of
Sagira
your-
teleport from over
did-
here to the tower?
None of your clerics have speak with the dead.
Well, if you give me time to concentrate and to prepare it here, I could speak with these dead
Look,
soldiers.
I'm not sure what else we could get from them. They've been pretty forthcoming with information without even being asked.
Okay, so Romila and the novices were able to escape thanks to Sadira and Aegis jumping in to rescue them right away. Unfortunately, Tasarla and Aleka, the front desk girl, both got slaughtered. So, a couple casualties. Matthias survived. Romila survived.
Gusselin crew?
They're not here. They're from the other Veiled Alliance.
Oh, my bad. Oh, that was a Nibene, wasn't it?
Yeah, this is the Tyrion branch.
Got it. Okay. Okay, so somehow they're raising the Ravager right now.
Yeah, the
do
sky
we-
has darkened.
the. Do we have a moment to rest and recuperate? You
Do we have
Magic
anybody
users?
with like farsight who can like like do any kind of
Yeah, I used up all my
Divination,
not
but-
level 1 spell slot. Well, I guess I could force it.
right, because wherever they are, I'm guessing the artifacts are. I mean, what he mentioned that we would never find the artifacts in time. He said
Can we
it was
locate
plural.
object?
It was plural.
like a farsight?
Do we know what the objects are?
Sadira is
No.
going to do an Arcana check.
I'll do an Arcana check.
Yeah, so is anybody else with Arcana checks, right?
She doesn't know. Korganard's going to do an Arcana check.
But why can't the PCs do the Arcana check?
Ooh, Korganard got a double 19. Look at that.
23, baby.
Almost as good as Korganard. Korganard says, in ancient legend, it is said the Ravager was an unstoppable force of nature, a beast of unparalleled power and destructive capability. The combined efforts of 4 of the realm's greatest clerics, high priests
27.
of each of the elements, came together and combined their powers in order to seal away the creature who could not be slain. They used powerful artifacts of the age, one according to each element, in order to
I saw the pictures of
There's
those things.
So
In order-
much metagaming I want to do right now.
in
but I
order
guess-
to
Hold on.
reseal the urn, you would need 4 such artifacts, one corresponding
Hold
to
on.
each element. Among the bodies, you find the ruby of fire that was stolen by one of these Urdraxons not more than a few days prior.
I'll grab it.
I asked him about the harmony of the elements. The followers of the Pentad believe in the interconnectedness and balance of the 4 elements. They seek to maintain harmony among the elements and respect their inherent powers and roles in the natural world.
Yes,
Something about elemental reverence.
those are the people.
Um,
That was the group that sealed the Ravager.
I'm gonna
elemental reverence.
I'm gonna grab the ruby.
You have acquired
the
the
wing-
ruby of fire. It pulses with flame energy. Contained within
The
it, you
winged
can
elf
sense a
and-
powerful elemental that wishes to be freed by shattering the ruby.
Can I talk to it?
No. But
Alright,
The Phoenix of the Flames.
you are
Message
aware
spell it?
that, like any elemental gem, if you shatter it, the elemental will be freed. But
Message
in the
spell.
meantime, it's a powerful source of fire magic.
I'll put it in my bag of
Message
holding.
spell
Who do you message?
The thing in the crystal.
Doesn't work.
Dang it.
I asked Korganard, how could we find followers of the Pentad, the stewardships of nature?
No, I don't think they've existed for some time.
Could we become the Pentad?
I suppose so. Perhaps we just need artifacts such as those that were used in ages past.
How do we figure out
There's
what these
no
artifacts
way we
are,
can
sir?
figure out where they went, right?
Is there no more immediate danger?
Teleport doesn't indicate a direction, but you can see storm clouds gathering to the southeast.
But Ringsight can
Southeast.
see, can do far seeing, right? Can't he see divination?
I'm very
Like
tired.
to see it? I don't understand.
He has
It's like we-
exhausted his magical capabilities.
He can cast that at a higher level.
Are these specific items, or are they just need to be powerful items of one of the realm,
Yeah,
one of the
I think
elemental
that
realm?
too.
They have to be
Exactly.
artifacts.
So it can't
Artifacts.
just be any old elemental we stick inside of a gem. It have to be the certain elementals in the
Something
certain
with a-
gems.
A little bit more powerful. Yeah, artifacts. Do you know if this gem has any other magical abilities instead instead of just being a gel for a powerful elemental?
No.
Does it glow? Does it do anything else? I mean,
It does.
have we seen anything like that? For example, have I seen anything like that when I went through the collectors' little areas?
There was
displays?
a town in your adventures that was selling elemental gems, and it was an item you could buy. It was much smaller than this one, but you could throw the gem on the ground, and when it would shatter, a fire elemental would come out and do your bidding.
Yeah.
So
I
it was
have
like
one
an
of those.
expendable fire elemental grenade. This is like that, but it's gigantic. It's bigger than any you've ever seen.
It's like a grater or something.
Yes.
It's an ancient, powerful elemental trapped inside of this ruby.
And that makes it artifact level. It makes it an artifact of fire.
I got a giant ruby. Is it that mean this one has the same thing?
I don't know if you guys are aware, but you actually have all the items already.
Hmm?
Wait, what?
Oh no.
Water flask.
I'm not giving up my hammer.
Oh,
Oh, you got the water.
My water is not it. The water chalice is the artifact.
No.
The earth hammer is an artifact.
Which one is the wind one, though?
No.
Oh, but you know what he wanted
The one
to
that
turn up
Sia
in.
just got.
Oh.
The instrument. Damn
Wait,
it.
oh, that's a wind thing?
It is.
Yeah. I'm not giving up my shit.
Yes.
Wait, what if
That-
you didn't get married?
Yeah, you are.
All right,
Yeah,
guys.
you are.
It's getting late. This is going to be the mother of all cliffhangers because
What? No.
I love it.
the
Yes, good
Lord
job.
Warrior has teleported out into the desert outside of the city of Tyr, where he has used the artifact to summon the Ravager. The mighty,
Ravager.
Go. We must go.
What
Yes.
is-
So
the
What
mighty,
exactly?
unparalleled force of devastation.
Is the Ravager this thing? Like this little.
Damn it, I just got here in time for the world end. Fuck.
Oh, that's the. Is that a fucking death?
I knew it. I knew it.
Oh my god. I
Oh,
couldn't
good. It's one of those things from Fallout.
Yeah, it's a giant death claw.
Yeah,
Are these new Vegas death claws? Are
That
these
may
new Vegas
be-
death claws or Fallout 4 death claws?
Yeah, metagaming the Ravager is a Tarask.
that's what I thought.
Oh.
I ain't gonna lie. So, oh no.
The
So
Tarask
why-
How
does
the fuck are we fighting Tarask?
the Tarask does double damage to buildings, and he's not far from the Temple of Fire.
Yeah, that's
Isn't the
what happened.
Tarask like resistant to all
Wow.
magic too? Ninja?
The mother of all cliffhangers, Godzilla approaches your city. What do you do? What do you do?
Is the Tarask immune to what's it called damage?
Hey, he's immune to just about everything,
Use
but
my powers to
but-
politely ask it to leave.
wait, Gargantuan? He's not
I
colossal?
follow Naruto.
He is 50 by 70.
Really?
50 by 70. That's large.
That's smaller than I thought.
What?
I mean, I thought he was kaiju. He was like, skyscraper sized.
He
We're
is
gonna have
as
to
tall
use
as a
those,
5-story building, and that's how
We're
big
gonna
he
have
is.
to
Wait,
use those artifacts to get rid of it, pretty much.
Ninja, is this like 5th edition Tarask? Or-
If we use the artifacts, are they gonna get like destroyed?
It's unknown.
I thought you were gonna say like 3rd edition Tarask. I was going. Well, fuck. Well, fuck.
Okay, that's the end. I would like to go to bed now. Good night.
Good night. Hey, the 5th edition Tarask is still a nightmare, and it can do a lot of damage to your city and structures, so
Correct.
I'm
Although
pretty
if
sure
it,
Throw it away.
defeating the Tarask in physical combat would be hard. But there's another way. You can go after the Lord Warrior and try to use your artifacts to seal the Ravager away once again without fighting him. But
wait,
We
can we
throw
like,
the
what do
portable
you
hole
think?
at it.
Wait, what bragging rights will we get for like crafting shit out of this?
Oh yeah, if you could get Tarask parts, you could make really good magic items out of them.
Exactly.
Guys, I
yeah.
know we kind of like want to save the city, and
Yeah.
but look at the upside.
Fuck kids.
Yeah.
I,
Okay.
You want the skin.
Just
Now,
evacuate
listen.
them. The building can get destroyed. Just evacuate the kid.
Who knows
if-
what's inside of it?
If you had a shield made of Tarask hide, we could take on the Sorcerer Kings, probably.
Man, shields, armor. Look at how big that motherfucker.
Let's use its claws as spears to kill the fucking Sorcerer Kings. Hell yeah.
Bro, we could get every fucking thing. Yeah.
Okay, but that's such metagaming. We don't know about the Tarask. We don't. Our
Look
characters-
at it.
Our characters don't know about the Tarask and what you can make with it.
So this is a fun Easter egg,
I
but
mean, just look at
but
claws,
this
though.
this entire thing is the plot to the second Dark Sun video game from the 90s.
Oh, for real?
Wait, really?
Yeah,
wow.
yeah, it's called Wake of the Ravager.
Right on, brand.
No way.
Yep.
And when you
Wow.
get the ending, or like,
Yeah.
Was that Super
This-
Nintendo or where do you find that game?
That was an early 90s PC DOS game, Gold Box,
PC.
put out by TSR.
Wow.
I didn't know it had a game.
Oh,
There were two.
no.
It was the second one.
Oh no. I'm not giving up my chalice or my hammer.
So we're fighting it. Ninja, what's the likelihood of a building or two getting destroyed?
I want
Now,
the
when you say use
skin.
the object, so the
Okay.
object. Hold on, we have the objects right now, and they've been used to seal them in. They're not going to be destroyed.
Hey, listen, like sacrificing this
You don't know
thing
if
to
these
the
are
Lord of
good
Flames.
back.
Come on.
Oh, come on!
Come on.
Oh. Wow.
How shitty would it be if you sacrificed the thing you need to use?
It's
You're like,
over.
wait.
It's over.
But wait,
The game is
what happens-
over.
What happens in the temple? What happens in the temple is destroyed first.
Well, yeah, Lord of Flame will rebuild it if we sacrifice this creature.
Boy, what
Can
a
destroy the-
what a
you can
thing to
destroy-
end on.
You can destroy the wall, but he can destroy the element, the eternal flame. You know.
oh, what happened there?
Well, if he stomps on the temple, will he just burn his foot then?
Yeah.
He's
Kinda.
immune to
Someone
everything.
Rewind.
But we don't know that,
Someone
though.
rewinded.
My bad.
Who,
My bad.
who rewinded? Who rewinded? God.
I don't know how to close.
I'm saving the table.
Alright, I'm tired.
Is it lot? Is
Yeah,
it, is
good
it-
night, guys.
Hold on, hold on.
Right.
Will, you can't leave yet. I need 5 minutes. I need 5 minutes. Sales pitch. Sales pitch. Can you close the table?
Hang on.
can you,
Hang on. Let me reinitialize this thing here.
Yeah, because someone fucking rewind around the table.
It was an accident.
Okay, let me resync all the
Grass being
objects.
immune to what I'm about to do is ass.
Alright, now you can save it. Thanks for watching out there in Twitchland. I hope you enjoyed that as much as I did. I've never, ever in my life put a Tarask on the table. It is the biggest monster in D&D, and I'm looking forward to the fight.
Oh my
First
gosh.
time?
So now this we're gonna have to actually do not quick combat. Obviously, this is gonna be a
No.
real thing.
Nah,
This is the real deal.
I say quick.
I don't even
I
know
say
what
God,
I
we're
could do
gonna have
against
to
a
fight it.
Tarask.
Is
I
this
don't-
before or after we spent a year building stuff?
Before.
This happens
Okay.
pretty early on. Nothing is built yet.
Yeah. Were you worried about
listen.
your structure?
But listen,
What?
I don't know any of that though. I can't metagame that. I have to attack this thing, thinking that I can do something against it. And
You don't have magical items?
You
Yeah.
believe your tiny little rogue body can do something against